to use it outdoors only. This has been an FNN News Alert. I'm Kimba Tyler.
Sisters of the Underground is a podcast about the real-life story of the Mirabal sisters, Dominican women who led a revolution against Rafael Trujillo, the brutal dictator who ruled the Dominican Republic for 30 years. From executive producers Dania Ramirez and myself, Eva Longoria, comes a podcast featuring an inspiring story of Latina empowerment that deserves to be told. Listen to Sisters of the Underground on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Why buy from DeLand Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram? DeLand will never be undersold, and we have a $25,000 lowest price guarantee to prove it. No adjusted market pricing, no inflated prices. And check this out. For a limited time only, 0% APR financing for 72 months on all 2022 Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer models. Plus, DeLand's lifetime warranty and oil changes with every qualifying vehicle. That'll save you thousands down the road. Drive a little, save a lot. DeLand Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. DeLandAuto.com.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. Divorce can be complicated, especially if children are involved. If you're a father and want to protect your role in your children's lives, remember Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men with matters like these for 30 years, and we'd love to help you.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Orlando area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Office in Orlando. Online at CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Did you know you can get cash fast when you sell your car with CarSaver.com at Walmart? Just enter your car's details, get a real cash offer, and get paid. Don't wait. Get max value for your car today at Walmart's CarSaver.com. That's CarSaver.com.
Add the hottest ticket to your family's wish list. Trans-Siberian Orchestra live in concert with 2 shows Saturday, December 17th at Amway Center. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Trans-Siberian Orchestra's The Ghost of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO, and more.
Can health insurance help end the opioid crisis? It can. Florida Blue is working with our partners to cut overdoses in half by 2024. What else can health insurance do? Find out at FloridaBlue.com. Florida Blue, your local Blue Cross Blue Shield. Florida Blue is the trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
Life can be shattered in a moment. When that happens, you need a big law firm to fight for you. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Have you heard about International Diamond Center's 110% diamond upgrade guarantee? It's just another exclusive IDC promise to you. It works like this. When you buy any diamond at IDC and keep it for at least 1 year, we'll give you back 110% of your original purchase when you decide to upgrade to a larger stone. For example, you buy a diamond today for $5,000. When it's time to upgrade, IDC will give you $5,500 toward the new diamond. That's guaranteed 10% appreciation when you trade up. Think about it. IDC will give you more than you paid us for that first diamond. This is for any engagement ring center stone as well as all diamond solitaire pendants and all diamond stud earrings. And it applies regardless of whether your original diamond cost $3,000 or $30,000. It's IDC's 110% diamond upgrade commitment with no fine print and no minimum purchase requirement. Just another example of how we stand behind everything we sell. International Diamond Center. Get directions and store hours at shopidc.com.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South offers volume discounts for homeowners. The more you buy, the more you save. Our discounts start at the 4th window, and from there, the savings grow. New South can do this because we own our factory, and that's the power of Factory Direct. Visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. Divorce can be complicated, especially if children are involved. If you're a father and want to protect your role in your children's lives, remember Cordell and Cordell. We've helped men with matters like these for 30 years, and we'd love to help you.
Contact Cordell and Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Orlando area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Office in Orlando. Online at CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Did you know you can get cash fast when you sell your car with CarSaver.com at Walmart? Just enter your car's details, get a real cash offer, and get paid. Don't wait. Get max value for your car today at Walmart's CarSaver.com. That's CarSaver.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounitus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. Are now listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Welcome to a Thursday edition of the Jim Colbert Show.
Is it Thursday?
Oh, yeah. Man, do we have a great show for you today. Let's hit it. Do we?
I can't see how. I really can't.
We don't have Deb's news.
We can if you need.
We don't have Ross Thoughts. We don't have anything, but we are here for you, sure.
We are going to call Scott Maxwell.
That's right, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. I am Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
I'm not sure anymore.
Straight ahead, producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good evening.
Comedy alien, Ross Padgett.
Dude, I'm ready to rage.
All right, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. You can keep watching us on YouTube. We appreciate that very much. JimColbertLive.com.
And
I know
Twitch.
News Junkie had a pretty big crowd watching him and hanging out for the evening. They found it so fun to come and kick the door that I was sleeping in as if.
How rude.
Did they really?
As if I would oversleep.
Yeah.
God almighty, the three of them. Like we just met. My God. Your confidence level is extremely low in your boy here.
20 minutes to air, and I'm sitting in this room by myself, and they're like, well, where is everyone? I don't know. Let's go find them.
Oh, God.
So
it gets that bad at midnight? we're doing hallway scavenger hunts?
Seriously?
They were doing that was in between shots of Jaeger.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Well, we didn't do any of that. We did get off the air and have a little drink, went downstairs and smoked a cigar and kind of hung out for about an hour. It was great.
Yeah.
Then brought my fat ass back up here, crammed it full of chicken fingers, and then waddled over to the room where the live shot from Fox News goes. So I cover up the camera with the bag that my inflatable mattress is in.
Because you didn't trust it.
I wouldn't.
And tried to doze off. Here's the problem. Barney Rubble works here. His name's Super Dave. And Super Dave does not communicate via speaking like a human. Super Dave yells like he's at a rock concert 24 hours a day. That's how he communicates. And it echoes through the hallways. Not allowing older people, let's say Jim, to fall asleep. But don't worry, I did get to doze off until I found out that the light that's in my room is a motion light. So when I turned over to get more comfortable, it blasted me with TV quality lighting.
I think.
Because the room I'm in has an actual TV camera in it.
Well, I hate to tell you this, Jimmy. Ross, you have been drinking tequila old fashions for a while, so you haven't tried to doze in our room. But I think I discovered the same unfortunate mechanism in Shay Roberts because I tried to fall asleep, and like an hour in, that bright light came on.
Oh man!
So you can turn off that light, Jimmy.
Okay.
I'm not sure you can.
You can, Jack, but it requires getting up.
Yeah. You know what's interesting, and it's a good thing you covered that camera because that camera is not controlled by us. That's
by
controlled by
Fox
Fox 35.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
at their headquarters.
Oh yeah, because here's the thing: I know the game around here,
right?
and I'm aware that somebody would call Fox News and say, "Hey, you want to have some fun?"
Right, exactly.
There's an aging bear asleep in the room that the usual cute girls do their broadcast from for your entertainment updates. Fat dead guy in there.
Yeah, fat dead guy.
The funny thing, the shot would have been my head, my bag and a bottle of tequila and whiskey. That's what it would have looked like. That's what, if you would have turned that camera on, you'd have seen it would have looked like I broke in. Well, let's talk about the storm a little bit, because actually I've kind of have not really kept up with what's happening since around 10 o'clock. Tried to grab a little nap. Jack tells me that I guess the storm is now basically cutting the state in half.
Yeah, it's staying south of us, and it's look like it's making a beeline straight across the strait towards Cape Canaveral, just north of Melbourne. And so the eye going right over Canaveral and Kennedy Space Center.
Right.
So when you looked at that spaghetti model, you know, there's always the outliers.
Sure,
the one on the left that kind of goes towards Texas.
Yeah, the redheaded cousin.
Right,
Yeah.
and then the one on the right, it looks like the one on the right is the one that it's following.
Really?
Because it goes right, so it stays south of us, and which puts a lot more rain and storm in Brevard and Melbourne.
Right, yeah.
But going over Cape Canaveral and then out into the Atlantic.
Man, I bet NASA is so happy it decided to roll back that $4+ billion rocket that had been sitting on the launch pad. That
Amen.
That they kind of like, yeah, skirt. Let's take this bad boy back into the garage.
Maybe just to flush the lagoon out a little bit too. Who knows?
Yeah, well, I want Ross to go down into the lobby.
Why?
When the metal panels
start slapping?
Start slapping so that you can't even hear yourself think.
It's pretty dark out there. I'm not really sure how bad it is. It's hard to see. It's hard to see through the tinting because it's that sunblock tinting.
Well, I went and spent a little time with the Marlboro man
Did
before
you now?
a shift here. Yeah, it was another way of checking on the weather.
Yeah, sure.
Wink, wink, nudge,
Gotcha.
nudge.
How is it?
It's windy. Like there's no place you can stand under that overhang and hope to stay dry.
Yeah. It was, it was not bad when we went down earlier, right after the show at 7 o'clock. Really wasn't bad at all. We actually smoked a cigar, had conversation. It was barely breaks. It did start picking up as we were coming up about an hour after that around. But then right before I went in to try to get a couple minutes of sleep, I did look out the window over in 409 in our performance studio here at the station, and it was slapping. I mean, it was. It was forceful wind, and you could feel the panels being pushed in by the wind up here on the fourth floor.
It's got kind of freaky
Yeah,
watching the panels go in and out. It's like watching the building breathe.
So, Jimmy, we are live right now on Twitch. We are live on our YouTube page. That's Jim Colbert Show. You can go to jimcolbertlive.com. The link is there, and you can you watch us live. One thing I do notice about these special programs, as we always do during Hurricane, giving you the coverage from the Monsters at 7 p.m. and the News Junkie that started at 9, and now we're coming on at midnight. A lot of callers, and so it's definitely featured more callers throughout the whole time. And what I've noticed, one thing consistent, is they're getting drunker.
Yeah.
So what's really interesting, as I'm looking at full phone lines right now,
Okay, and that's the list.
what awaits us.
That's the listeners. That's not the show, right? The show
Correct.
that was on before us,
Correct.
because they sounded relatively hammered as well.
Did they? Well, then we should sound relatively hammered by the end of 3 a.m.
So you might have missed a couple things that have happened since you went to sleep.
Have you been up the entire time?
I actually laid down for about 45 minutes.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, and by the way, I tried to, but you think that I got the winning room.
Yeah.
Until at random sounds, it sounds like in the ceiling somewhere, there's a chipmunk using a metal grinder.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And I
That's
don't
the building
know.
coming apart. It's
Oh,
fine.
no.
I don't know why this sound comes up for random times. It's just, it's bizarre.
Yeah.
But so I got up, but in case you missed it, some things have happened since you went away.
All right.
Aaron Judge hit his 61st home run.
Did he really?
In the seventh inning.
Did he really?
Yeah, absolutely. And as the Yankees played Toronto.
Is Biden still president?
Biden is still president.
Okay.
Coolio is dead.
I saw that, man.
Yeah.
That was the last thing that I saw before I passed out. Is Coolio dead at 59 years old? We just saw him like 2 years ago. Met him in person downtown at one of News Junkie's gig, the Christmas show.
They're Just Okay holiday party.
Man, and he was so cool.
Yep.
Do they have a cause yet?
I think they said heart attack. He was at a friend's house, went into the bathroom, never came out. They went in, checked on him. He was lying on the floor.
Unbelievable.
Whoa.
I saw him live with Tone Loc.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was very cool.
Yeah. I mean, all the guys who worked with him at that gig downtown with Sean's show. They said he was great, and I mean he came out and did a great. I mean we were all there. Remember?
Yeah.
I know.
Fritz was playing drums with them.
Exactly, like it was like a thing, man.
And then everyone else from the station was singing with them during Gangster's Paradise.
Wow,
hired a bunch,
including Alejandro.
Hired like a local choir.
Yeah,
to go ahead and sing Gangster's Paradise. With
Yeah,
him.
that was cool. That whole thing was very, very cool. He seemed like a great guy. That sucks, man. 59 years old. That's very young.
Very young.
And he didn't
Very scary.
And he didn't
Very
seem like he
young.
was in bad shape or all blotto out. You know, you can meet those dudes who are all strung out, and you could tell them 5 seconds into talking to him, and he didn't have any of that.
And
well, I didn't pick up on it.
He really held on to his hairstyle.
He really did.
Talk about
he never
commitment.
bailed on it, right? Yeah.
I mean, all the way. He was balding.
Yeah. Even Emo Phillips changed eventually.
He looked like he looked like Angelica's doll from the Rugrats.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Two.
Yeah, you got it.
2 people got it.
All right, 407-916-104. And those are the 2 I love.
I think 8 people got my Rugrats reference.
So do we have any updated wind information? Right, I know it's raining balls outside.
Think Deb said it was windy.
Yeah, well, someone just texted us.
We got wind, Jim.
Well, let's just tell fart jokes then.
It's out at Lake County. They just texted us at 77031 saying their front door just got sucked open.
Whoa, that's scary.
That's
hot.
The wind is,
Did you just say
Bad.
that's hot?
The door got sucked open.
Did you just say that's hot?
I mean, I don't know.
You can go.
I have
You
a
can-
new.
You can go.
I have a new appreciation right now for hurricanes. Just like this chaotic Mother Nature force.
Sure.
Making us all stuck at work.
Yeah. What did you do the entire time? I literally, since I walked upstairs from having a cigar with you, I saw you sitting in a corner with your laptop laughing at yourself.
Yeah.
And then this is where I see you now.
Yeah, because when we were downstairs, I was like, yo, just walk in front of this light.
Oh, did you put that on?
Yeah, I posted that. You guys haven't seen it yet.
No, where is it? Insta?
Yeah, Instagram, Facebook. It's also, it's just very funny to me. That's why I was laughing.
Okay.
Follow Real Radio 1041 on Instagram and check out Ross's video.
But what have I done?
Yeah.
In these last couple of hours, I just wandered around just chugging chewy granola bars.
Oh, you really?
I've done the world tour of chewy granola bars from peanut butter, chocolate chip, s'mores, back to s'mores, peanut butter, chocolate chip. I'm running the circuit on granola bars here, Jim.
Did you get any sleep at all?
No.
Not even an attempt.
No.
Why
not?
Because you say midnight. I'm like, okay, midnight. I'm not taking a nap before midnight. But if you were to tell me, like, yo, we're doing the show at 2 or 3 a.m., then I would have definitely taken a nap. But midnight, Big Dog's got this.
Okay, but you're right. And God bless you for having it, Big Dog.
You're going to make the 5 a.m.?
I don't know about no.
All
I
right,
don't
so
know about
Wing
5
Speed
a.m.
Jimmy, according to the 11 o'clock update, which you can always go to realradio.fm/storm. The latest update is always at the top of the page.
Oh, thank you for doing the hard work, Jack.
The maximum sustained wind is now 90 miles per hour with a north-northeast movement at 8 miles an hour.
I'm telling you that the videos coming out of Fort Myers and that area down there are abs. I've been showing them to Deb. Like, I flip my TikTok and look at Deb, and it's just the one right before we came on the air was the guy going out to his back porch and he opens up his screen door, but he frames the shot so you can't tell. And when he opens up his door and then pans down, what you find is that this guy lives like 5 feet off the water on one of those canals over there or down there. And his water is up into his house and, 2 feet up the door, but he just kind of panned it out. And then the entire neighborhood, all you see is the tops of hedges, chimneys, and then the top of boat lifts.
Ooh.
That's the entire, and it's just like, that's a neighborhood.
Well, streets are flooding right now in low-lying areas of Daytona Beach, so they may not be, in the trajectory of this storm, but they're still getting the effects of it.
I'm telling you, those rip-around storms that we've been talking about, you can literally see them right there coming up, and they're getting pounded up there, like Norman Beach, Daytona Beach.
Record flooding predicted for DeLand. St. John's this weekend is going to continue to rise because basically the water's going to have no place to go, and all the tributaries are going to start backing up, and so you're going to see flooding there. The Little Wekiva record flood levels tonight and also Shingle Creek,
Wow.
just south of us, is flooding as well.
Yeah, the river is dangerous up here like if you don't know anything about the St. Johns, and if you haven't traveled north and seen the St. Johns up in like Jacksonville and Green Cove Springs and those areas up there, the St. Johns is massive up there. North of Lake George, the river is really wide. It's gigantic up there. But down here and down south on the other side of Lake George, it's really not that wide, not that big. So you get a bottleneck of water coming through here, and that's what causes it to back up before it can get into Lake George and then out the other side. It just bottlenecks up, and it's a problem, and it's going to be a problem. I mean, it is raining crazy here for, what's it now, 15 straight hours? When did it start raining yesterday?
I mean, it started raining. Yeah, that was yesterday.
Like 10 o'clock in the morning, right? I'm telling you, it's been raining. Yeah, it's been raining a while, man. I mean, really
boarded
hard
up my
rain.
house.
Did you?
I boarded up my house in the rain, and by we, I mean like it was a collective, effort.
She wouldn't let you use the drill?
Buddy.
Well, it's hard because did you know that there's a switch on the drill that you hit it and it goes, oh, this makes it go left.
Yeah, it goes back. Yeah, it goes backwards. Yeah,
and then there's another switch that goes, oh, you want to make it go right.
Yeah.
Never figured that out.
You want to screw it in or take the screw out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not for me.
Yeah, it's not that simple machine's a bit much, huh? I like that.
Yeah. I'm more of a hammer guy.
It's
you realize
not for me.
Your car has more demands than the drill, but yet you manage that daily.
But did you guys board up? I boarded up.
We didn't board up, buddy.
I'm safe.
We didn't board up.
I don't even believe in the boards.
I did in '99, the first hurricane after I bought my house. I did that, and then I'm like, we're far enough in. This isn't going to be a problem. Well, never did it again.
It's when this stuff starts slinging around. But can I tell you, I've been in here. I've not, other than a direct hit, I haven't really seen anybody get anything thrown through their window. I've never really heard of that.
Oh, well, your lips, God's ears.
I know. I shouldn't even say anything like that.
Yeah, you really shouldn't.
But, most Floridians, I have those boards already set up, the holes pre-drilled. The holes pre-drilled in their house, so they can just zip, in just an hour or so. I mean, what did it take you to get yours up?
About an hour.
Yeah,
hour and a half.
And you had the pre-drilled boards from before?
Yeah. We had, and some of the the 2x4s already left in from the last hurricane.
Oh, classy.
See, that's the thing.
Not on the front of the house.
If you put the boards up once, then it's like you're obligated to do it every hurricane.
Yep.
Yeah, you are.
It's like,
Guilty.
we have the boards.
Yeah.
They're measured.
It's done.
Gotta use them.
Done. We invested money on these.
Well, you didn't buy them. They came with the house, right?
No.
Oh, you guys did that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good for you.
And I also found out that plywood, for hurricane, perfect home for cockroaches.
Yeah, is it really? Yeah.
It's just perfect.
So every time you lift one up, it's just how many of those things you can dodge.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what, buddy. I would just take the hurricane. There's no way I would even have a chance of a roach jumping on me. I got a thing with those things.
I tried to protect my home, and instead I stumbled upon the roach hotel. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
It was like a small orgy of roaches.
Is
a roachy?
Are the boards in the shed where the pool is?
No,
the frog pool or the rat pool?
Yes.
So the roach boards.
I had to move the pool this morning.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. It was good to see an old enemy of mine.
Yeah.
So it is Thursday.
Yeah, it is Thursday.
Is it Thursday?
Brendan O'Connor coming up in a second.
I have a public service announcement. I don't know who needs to hear it, but I definitely know some people do.
Okay.
Don't forget to make your NFL picks before 8 o'clock.
Ooh, good call.
Thank you. I knew someone needed it.
Me.
Miami at Cincinnati. I'm going Cincy.
You dirty girl.
You better not do that. You'd be dumb if you did that.
Cincy.
Do you know something I don't then?
Yeah, Miami's coming off a big win, and they're on the road.
Yeah, okay.
They're going to overlook Cincy.
Yeah, do you see who they've beaten, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they beat Baltimore and Buffalo.
Cincy, they played in the Super Bowl, didn't they?
They beat, they're 0-3. They beat Baltimore and Buffalo.
And you think they're going to 0-4.
Yeah.
1-2.
That's why they're going to overlook Cincy.
All right.
Cincinnati won this past weekend.
Deb, you said you got no sleep? Okay, back to you, Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just wandered around this entire building. I didn't do anything.
You know what the funny thing is I kind of lay there. I really, because there's a weird anxiety when one of these things is around. I mean, I'm not with my wife. You're not with your fiance.
No.
We're here at work instead of with the people that we love doing this. And there's a weird anxiety with that. It's hard to explain. Not a complaint by any means, but it's just an odd thing. So I couldn't really. I was just restless. So it's kind of hard to do that. I know people who just can't sleep through these things. They're just nervous about it. My wife's still up.
Yeah, no, I plan on going to bed after this whole segment, or not segment.
Okay, well,
but this whole show.
Thanks for the half an hour, though.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. You're going to take a nap after this?
Yeah, I'm going to take a nap. Also, real fast, this is like, am I finding out live on air that we just don't go to breaks this late?
No, we're only taking 2 breaks. So we'll go to 25 and then we'll break and then we'll go to the top of the hour.
Hell yeah. That's amazing.
All right, 407 916 1041.
Should have had more tequila.
Yeah. If you do want to check out the show live, you can do that at JimColbertLive.com. We do have Twitch and YouTube up, so you can do that. And if you want to call, we'll take some calls here in a few.
You sure about that?
Yeah, here's the thing. You can screen them, right? Is the screener working on there?
Yeah,
good. I got to reload it on my
Quarter El Blanco on line 3.
I know, but I got to reboot my thing so I can see over here. Go ahead. You're saying?
No, you got 3 callers ready to go.
All right.
Queued up.
Yeah, line 3. Talk to Quarter El Blanco.
Before they pass out.
Quarter El Blanco?
Yeah.
So he's quarter white. Where is he? What line?
Line 3.
3.
All right. Quarter El Blanco. How you doing? You're on the show.
Hey, I'm live.
Yeah, you're on live. Don't be dumb.
It's El Queso El Blanco.
Oh, it kills
and
Okay.
I can't even believe this guy is still alive right now. Like, holy cow. We are actually going into the first hurricane party.
Okay, buddy. And see, here's the thing.
Was he talking about you?
I don't know.
I think he was shocked you're still alive.
Is that what he was saying? The shock that I was still alive?
He wasn't talking about Coolio.
No, he was talking about Coolio.
What was it about Coolio?
It had to have been about Coolio. Like he's saying he's shocked Coolio's still alive.
Oh, okay.
But he's not.
He's not now, that's for sure.
R.I.P.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
That's too soon.
If
too soon for questions.
Too soon. I mean, too soon.
The guy's still in his jumpsuit.
Yeah, exactly. With the braids and the Rugrat reference. Come on.
Yeah. That's his look.
No,
I
know.
can't. You can't rag on somebody's look. You can't say, "Oh man, still rock cornrows for until he died." I mean, that's not a rag. I mean, he did. He stayed true to his look.
Yeah.
What? Am I saying something wrong?
No. I'm just. What was cool in the 90s didn't age well.
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing. I think we all kind of agreed. He kind of got lucky in the 90s. I mean, it wasn't like, the song was cool. He had a couple cool songs, but I mean, all those guys kind of went the same way, right? All those big, the one thing about hip hop that's weird is it has no shelf life.
Right.
Like there's only like 5 artists that really have endured for a very long time. It just, you pop up, you have one record, couple hits, and then you just go into the ether. I mean, a lot of those guys, you could name 10 guys from the 90s that were the biggest act in the world for about 8 months and then complete ghosts after that.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, who's up next?
407-916-1041. Let's talk to hey, Mike, how you doing? Welcome to the show, buddy.
Good, man. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Dude, I just found out Coolio died. That's freaking crazy as hell. Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, Coolio was one that did the intro to All That when I was a kid.
Really? Did he really?
Yeah. He was the one that sat on the car with Kenny and Kel, did the All That intro.
I did not know that.
Ross would know that.
I did.
Okay.
I got it.
That took 2 calls in. I hit mine too, so now we're...
now we have no delay.
That didn't take...
Well,
that didn't take long. 12:23 here at Real Radio 104.1.
Can't say that, sir.
We're going to be here till 3.
I mean,
and as soon as our dump builds back up, we'll take another call and we'll just rush and rule at it all night long.
Now, Jack, don't we have going back to the earlier topic today, the safe harbor punch card?
Yeah, actually, yes. There's certain amount. There's a little more liberty you can take during safe harbor.
Okay.
However,
right. Had that gotten through, we probably would have been cool, but that's not the point.
No, because the point is it started at 10, and between 10 and 12, the news junkie punched out all the holes in that card.
Which was nice of them.
For the next 6 weeks.
To take all of the possible vulgarities and use them for themselves.
Did
Thank
they
you.
really?
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't even work like that.
Potty mouth.
So terrible.
Potty mouth.
All right, 407-916.
I'm just gonna sleep right here.
I might have contributed.
Hey, Mo, how are you? Welcome to the program.
Hey, good, Mr. Colbert. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
This is Mo Manji.
It is Mo Manji, the realtor. Yes, sir.
Hey, Mo Manji.
Hey, so I these guys woke you up with a little camera and stuff like that.
Oh,
that must
man.
have been a good awakening.
They're the worst, You ever had friends like that?
They are my best friends, though. Ceiling is the one that does my live read and my ads, too, for 104.1.
Yeah.
So I got a little update for you. My friends just bought a house in Naples like 3 months ago.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. Is 8 feet underwater.
Oh, man.
no.
Hey, buddy, listen, I've got a friend who has a beach house down in Longboat Key. And we're supposed to go down there in a couple weeks. And one of the things I text my wife is that, how is somebody's house doing down there? Like, you don't even want to know.
No.
Well, Mr. Colbert, I can tell you this. I live just a few miles away from where you live. You live in Geneva. I'm right out in Sanford, right by Lake Monroe.
Oh, man.
And Lake Monroe seems to be like kind of flooding, probably starting to flood. But we should be fine out where we live.
Well, good.
But I'm packing my bags. I'm getting ready. I'm leaving for London next week. So hopefully the airport is cleaning up for us to leave.
Oh, yeah. I think you'll be fine. I think it's open on Friday. Thanks for your call, Mo. I appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah.
I think they Friday
Good luck.
they're going to restart flying out of there, right? Is it Friday?
OIA?
Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. Let's double check that and make sure. But I do believe that almost all the airports plan on opening up on Friday.
Once the weather clears out. It's all going to depend on when they can clear out and if there's any damage that has to be repaired.
And speaking of which, is the storm moving fast, Jack? Is it still like creeping along at like 10 miles an hour, 6 miles an hour, something like that? 8?
Yep.
8 miles an hour. That's
it's
worse.
down from the 9 that it was when earlier. It's just slowing down.
All right, 407-916-1041. Of course, you can always text us, 77031. We are live on our YouTube and Twitch channels. Just go to JimColbertLive.com. You can click right through right there. We're going to take a little break. Back in a sec, we'll take your calls. Big T, Beans, Aiden, you guys stay right where you are. More of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Get the latest on Hurricane Ian. RealRadio.fm/storm.
This is an FNN News Alert. Hurricane Ian now at a Category 1 storm with winds at 90 miles per hour, moving north-northeast at about 8 miles per hour. The storm is 70 miles south of Orlando. Tropical storm warning for South Florida has been discontinued. The hurricane watch for Lake Okeechobee has been discontinued. Hurricane warning and storm surge warning still in effect for Tampa Bay. Mayor Jane Castor says even though they dodged a direct hit,
is that we're not out of the woods yet because we're still going to see 18 to 20 inches of rainwater coming in later this evening. Going to see downed trees. We're going to see flooding. We're going to see power outages. So please, please do not let your guard down now.
Police Chief Mary O'Connor asking those who evacuated not to go back, and those who did not leave heed the warnings and not venture out aside emergency crews trying to get around. There's the danger of downed power lines and unknown depths of the waters covering roadways. This has been an FNN News Alert. I'm Kimba Tyler.
The can't-miss music event of the year is coming to the CW.
The 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Featuring once-in-a-lifetime performances from the biggest superstars in all of music.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's up, Vegas? Make some noise! I know y'all ready for this.
All hosted by Ryan Seacrest from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Don't miss our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
October 7th and 8th at 8 p.m. on the CW.
Looking for cheap flights or cheap tickets? Call the low-cost airline travel hotline now for prices so low we can't publish them anywhere. We'll even save you money with cheap travel deals on hotels, rental cars, even complete travel packages. Call us first for the absolute cheapest prices on U.S. and international airline tickets and hotels. 800-303-3398. 800-303-3398. That's 800-303-3398.
As the world suffers, she awakens. Now, all of mankind is about to learn it isn't wise to anger Mother Nature. A petrified forest, nature's fury, Altamont Springs. 3 trails, 1 price.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard has led to a lot of firsts for me. It paid for me to be the first person in my family to go to school. That education got me to the first day at my dream job, which I can still hold while I serve part-time. That job and the home loan benefits I got from the Army National Guard helped me buy my first house. I also know that I will be one of the first to respond if my community ever needs me.
Sponsored by the Florida Army National Guard. Aired by the Florida Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Come back to the ultimate rock Christmas tradition. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert. 2 shows, Saturday, December 17th, Amway Center. Millions have made this their must-see holiday event of the season. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Trans-Siberian Orchestras, The Ghosts of Christmas Eve, The Best of TSO, and more.
Tools Ace Hardware has been helping Central Florida during hurricane season for almost 40 years. They have everything you need to prepare your home before a storm hits and supplies for recovering after the storm passes. Get your propane tanks refilled, purchase batteries and flashlights, sandbags, gas can, tarps, fasteners, and expert advice. Plus, they have Yeti coolers and big green egg charcoal grills in case your power goes out. Visit one of their 9 steel service centers to get that chainsaw ready for work. It's Tools Ace Hardware, here to help with 11 locations. Find yours at toolsacehardware.com.
Tobacco-free Florida knows how hard it is to quit nicotine, which is why we offer different quit options to choose from for free, like 24/7 quit coaches available over the phone and free 2-week starter kits of quit aids. We're even experimenting with 80s pop music.
I'm giving you up, giving you up, giving you up. I'm letting you go, I'm letting you never come back to smoke. I'll never come back to smoke. I'll never come back. I'm giving you up.
Or maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
Everything you love at PDQ is now available in Winter Garden. From hand-breaded chicken tenders and chef-inspired signature sauces to handcrafted sandwiches, PDQ is just made better with 9 Orlando area locations, including now open in Winter Garden.
Riding season is here. Orlando Harley-Davidson has an action-packed event calendar and brand new models on the showroom floor. From the highly sought-after ST lineup to the 2022 CVOs, Orlando Harley-Davidson has a wide selection of both new and used motorcycles. Make Orlando Harley-Davidson part of your Biketoberfest plans and join the fun of Hogtoberfest. Hogtoberfest is October the 13th through October the 16th at Orlando Harley-Davidson. Visit OrlandoHarley.com for a full list of motorcycle inventory and event details.
$500 in free gas or diesel fuel with any purchase. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
The shadow of death. I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left.
R.I.P. Coolio. 407-916-1041. Coolio dead, 59 years old.
Ooh. Young.
Very.
Very young.
Man, that is young.
The closer I get to these age of people dying, the more I say very.
Oh, yeah. Oh man. The crazy. I'll tell you the.
And that's what I did when I was 32.
What? Yeah. Welcome back on Jim. Deb is here, Jack is here, and Ross is as well. How you doing, bro? You all right?
Hell yeah. And just to clarify, 59 is young. I only made that choice because you guys were all
old.
No. I just wanted to.
Way to go, Ross.
I thought it would have been funny just to throw in the misdirection. I think 59 is very young, especially to pass away.
You think Jim looks young? He's younger than 59.
Absolutely. Jim's a Mustang. Moisturizes, obviously.
I mean, can you give me 2.5 hours more of that? I mean, I'll sit here and watch.
He can do pull-ups.
All right, 407-916-1041. Yeah, Deb.
Well, the good news is that Hurricane Ian's intensity is slowing a bit. They've now downgraded the storm to a Category 1.
Oh, well, yeah, that's good.
That's good news.
Yeah, it is, because it made landfall yesterday at about 3:05 p.m. on Cayo Costa in Lee County as a Cat 4. Now, Governor DeSantis says the storm surge has likely peaked. He added, Ian is shaping up to be one of the biggest flood events in the state's history. They were just doing a live shot on Fox 35 in downtown Orlando, and you can't see where the curb ends and the street begins.
Really? Already? Downtown, wow, that's crazy.
So more than 2 million Floridians currently without power. I'm amazed that the lights here in Maitland have stayed on.
I mean, I don't even want to mention that ours are still on, as not to jinx it.
Yeah, and we've seen the videos, but entire neighborhoods across the state are underwater with cars floating up and down the streets. And in the wake of that, multiple other states are declaring states of emergency because they're prepping for what's left of Ian.
Oh, yeah.
So governors of South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia all did so yesterday, with rainfall expected to hit those states later this week. The parts of Georgia could also feel the effects of the storm that's currently slamming Florida. And a lot of these areas, just like Florida, don't need any more rain.
They don't.
And that's all I found.
I wonder how people are faring out there. Just like across the state. I mean, we pick up listeners in the Lakeland area, all the way sometimes all the way to Tampa.
We had some texts. One from a listener listening in Mississippi, remembers Katrina, used to live here in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Another one in Texas that used to live in Winter Park.
Wow.
And is hanging out listening to the show at midnight.
Very cool. 407-916-1041. Let's go back to the phones here.
Are you sure?
Brandon, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Mahalo from Hawaii.
Hey,
mahalo.
Wow.
I was just checking in. I was there for Irma, lived in Florida for 11 years, so I went through, something not as similar but close, and just hoping everybody's faring all right.
Yeah, we're doing good. I mean, what time is it in Hawaii right now?
6:30.
6:30 in the morning, huh?
No, 6:30 at night.
Oh.
We're 6 hours behind you guys.
Okay, I heard your kid up. I was just kind of going to make some fun of you.
Wait,
that's all.
what?
Yeah, I actually thought it was the other way around, too.
Brandon, I'm going there next month for
that's
my
right.
honeymoon.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to hang?
Yeah.
Man, hit me up, for real. I'll message you on Facebook. I'll show you the real island tour.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's the way to see any place.
Now, Russ, are you going to Oahu?
I believe I'm going to Maui.
Oh, he doesn't know, Brandon.
And I do think we are going to Oahu.
Yeah, I mean, they're literally, you can get flights for like $39 between the islands. So, it's really cheap to inter-island travel. And, if you're Maui, you're only, I think 2 islands away.
Yeah.
2 islands, exactly.
That would be worth it for a
I'll
guided tour.
I'll shoot out a message.
Oh, yeah, dude.
What was that?
Ross?
What was that?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I was asking what you said.
No, I'm just excited to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, hit him up on Facebook. I think that's awesome.
But I'll ask you this question. If I'm there in Hawaii, what's the signature dish? What am I eating?
Poi.
Oh, you're definitely eating poke. Poke. Everybody's eating poke here.
Yeah, dude, you like poke?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, tuna.
That's what's up.
Oh, yeah, man.
It started here, and then you get those Americanized dishes that bastardize it. But, yeah, the poke here is magnificent. You'll never find it better anywhere else. It's the freshest. It's called Every Morning Fresh.
Brandon, what do you do in Hawaii?
I own my own construction company. I work for basically a woman who's a millionaire, and I work on her house all day.
Oh, wow.
Dig it.
That's the old Winchester setup.
How'd you land that gig?
I started out here doing construction, and then I started working for this guy, and I got put onto this job, and this lady just loved the way I work. Everything. She gave me an offer I could not refuse.
I bet.
I bet it's the way you work.
I like the way you work, young man.
I bet it's not the way your tool belt hangs.
Yeah, are you clothed when you do this? Or is it one of those situations?
Hey, it's Hawaii.
It is. I can honestly say sometimes things have gotten a little awkward.
Oh.
It's Hawaii. It's all about the lay.
Right. Oh,
She has millionaire boyfriends, so I really couldn't compete when she knows exactly what she's paying me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm not.
Yeah. She's coming that way, though. Trust me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a side piece.
I'm happily married. I'm happily married with 3 kids with an island girl. So I.
Oh, very good.
Dig it.
Well,
Mahalo.
Brandon, thanks for calling, buddy. We appreciate it. Hanging loose, and again, thanks again. We appreciate that very much. God, that's cool.
That's
From
very
Hawaii.
cool.
I just said hang loose. I didn't even mean to.
Yeah, no, it's contagious.
That's how much I get into the culture so quickly.
It's one of the neat things about the iHeartRadio app and just being the streaming, whether it's online on the smart speaker or on your phone, is that how our listener base, where it used to be, Jimmy, 20 years ago, it was all about, we have to be syndicated. But now, basically, you are all over the world.
Exactly.
Anonymous, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Uh-oh.
I'm doing fantastic. How's the weather out there? And what about the DART mission?
Hey, it was successful. That's the good news.
Yeah, the DART mission.
No, exactly. Everybody's talking about the weather. The DART mission was fantastic. And the weather where I'm at is kind of crappy.
Where are you?
I'm over by Taft by the airport.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
It's gonna be bad over there. By the way, that DART thing was very cool. Did you see the video?
Yes.
No, dude, I watched it live. I was fighting between the sunset on Lake Apopka and that mission going on. I'm like, do I watch my phone? Do I watch the sunset? Do I watch the phone? Do I watch the sunset?
Oh, wow. Well, the video, thanks for your call, buddy, by the way. God, I just felt like that was on the edge of like a murder happening on the phone or something. Did you guys feel that same tension? It was kind of on. It was a vibe.
100%.
Outside the door. At my phone or the sunset. At the phone.
Oh,
or
by the way,
sunset.
guys, I've got a kid in a hammerlock right now.
Yeah. He's in the house. He's in the house.
No, we're just joking, buddy.
Anonymous, we think you're cool.
Yeah, we think you're
we all haven't had sleep for a while.
Yeah.
We're not really sure where we
Then
are,
you throw
who we
in
are.
the anonymous on top of
Yeah,
that.
I know.
It's like,
It's a
wait
little wigged
minute.
out, dude.
Look, that's on me because I thought like the worst thing when you look up as a talk show host, you see anonymous, you're like, okay.
Right.
I mean, I get it, buddy. You just walked into my convenience store with a mask on. So I understand. But if I get through a phone call with an anonymous without something really bad happening, I feel it to be a win.
I got to give him credit, though, because the video was cool. Granted, it stopped. I mean, it froze right before impact, obviously. You're not going to get to see the impact once that happens. So it was cool to know you were looking at the surface of an asteroid, but sometimes a pretty sunset.
Yeah. But there's supposed to be an Italian satellite that did actually take a grainy black and white image of the actual impact, and you can see the thing.
Really?
Now, you can't see like detail, but what you see is the asteroid, and then you see it, a puff hit it. Exactly, that's it. But it's still very cool to think that you can just say, hey, you want to watch a satellite hit an asteroid?
My favorite part is congratulating themselves for the successful mission, only for like 10 years from now to realize, oh, damn, we did that.
They bumped it into us.
Exactly.
The other thing is, like, how do you high-five destroying a $300 million piece of equipment? But that's exactly what they did.
Planetary defense.
That's
By
right.
design.
You got to send it.
407.
It's a full send.
I don't like this version of you.
You
This
don't
is
like-
my least favorite version
You don't
of
like
you.
Ross After Midnight?
Yeah, because you're the live version of an anonymous phone call.
What are you talking about?
You are a living anonymous phone call. That's what you are to me. When I look over, I just see anonymous phone call because I don't know what you're going to do.
Well,
because you have a manic look about you. How many of those tequila old fashions did you have?
I have had two.
You've had two and that's it?
Two and that's it.
Of that
Two
same
more,
size.
Two more
Yes.
than the Quaker Chewy granola bars he's
I've had so many granola
Are
bars.
you on like a diabetic tequila-powered rush right now?
Yeah, a lot of peanut butter flavored granola bars.
407-916-1041. Let's go to Beans. Beans, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
What's up, y'all? What y'all doing?
One above anonymous for the record.
At least I'm not the guy from Hawaii.
Yeah,
It's not that exciting.
Beans,
Oh, shots fired.
the guy in Hawaii is like, what did I do to this guy?
Beans coming in hot.
There's a guy in Hawaii right now going, oh, a guy Beans just came at me?
Then he's like, screw it, I'm in Hawaii.
Pink Eye is the real name, but we
Yeah,
had
that's
to go
fine.
with Beans first.
So what you doing out there, Beans? What's happening at 12:42 in the morning for you on a Thursday?
A lot of drinking,
Okay.
some drugs.
Yeah, cool.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Right on. And you just felt powered to call?
Yeah, man. Why not?
Okay, stop
At
right
this
there.
point.
Don't say another word because we're going to play a little game. Dad, what do you think Beans does for a living? Beans, don't say anything. Just what do you think Beans does for a living?
He sounds like a banker.
Banker. Well,
I thought for sure we were going to try and get to the drugs he's on.
Yeah, no, we're going to do that
That'd
next.
be easier.
Okay.
What do you think Beans does for a living?
I think he's a server.
You think he's a server? Ross, what do you think Beans does for a living?
I was going to say bartender.
You're going to say bartender. Beans, how old are you? Do you mind me asking?
I am 36 years old.
36 years old.
Jimmy, what's your guess?
I know. That's why I wanted to find out how old he was. Beans, are you a UPS driver?
I am not.
What do you do?
I build boats.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, neat.
Boat maker.
Like so fiberglass hull boats, or do you weld like ships, or?
No, it's like
Model?
one of the bigger boat companies out of New Smyrna.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's a cool job, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's no complaints here. I chased storms for 10 years before that, so pretty much done doing tree work.
So Chase, when you say,
tree work.
Oh, you did it as a tree worker.
Yeah,
not as-
he was a tree worker till you embarrassed him out of that job. Then he
Okay.
became a storm chaser to
All right.
find his inner machismo. And then he went
all
to
you do
building
is,
boats.
make fun of us, tree workers. I heard you many times.
Oh, I would never in a million years.
Jimmy.
Not in a million years.
The man who gave me my COVID vaccine
Thank you, Beans.
became a nurse because you shamed him out of the tree trimming
that
business.
is not called shaming. That's called motivation.
He
you just don't know
so
how
too.
to. You can't even recognize it.
In line, Jim.
It worked. The dude's a doctor now. So the other 5, they didn't turn out so well. They live in houses that they built with pallets, so it went a little different for those other guys. Let's go to Aiden. Aiden, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay, good. What's going on this morning?
Nothing much, just listening to the radio.
Where are you calling us from?
6th
I'm
grade?
calling from the no.
Kitchen?
I think he's giving us a stranger danger response.
Oh, are you Are you in trouble?
No, he thinks
thinks
that
we're the
Yeah,
strangers.
he thinks we're weird right now because we just asked him where he's calling from.
Yeah, but he called us.
Aiden, are you drinking?
Yeah, but he may not know that.
No, apple juice, but
Apple
Cool.
Apple juice.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of apple juice.
Who doesn't love apple juice?
A lot of sugar.
Aiden, I got to tell you, buddy, this feels like a crime on our part. I don't know what's happening here, but it doesn't feel like we should be talking to you. What are you, like 14?
Deb, ask him what he's wearing.
Oh, God.
I'm 13.
Okay,
Aiden's 13.
Okay. Aiden, we're going to have to take off, buddy. Thanks, and enjoy your apple juice.
I'm not committing a felony for
No.
the show.
God almighty.
I considered it.
I mean, we don't talk to
I thought that was a woman.
Oh,
when I answered the phone.
Damn, dude, do you think at 13 you would have wanted to hear that?
That was a nuke for that kid.
It was quick. Guys, I got really good at screening phone calls. And I was just
call us back.
I was just
Do not call us back. My God, don't call us back and let that monster say something else that's going to destroy that kid's confidence. My God, and you are a monster.
Ross.
God, is that how you're going to father?
No. I just thought,
come here, son.
It was.
I mean, maybe
it was over a phone call. I didn't know.
By the way, what are your pronouns?
Right.
It was going really quick. I should have picked up when he said Aiden.
That would have been a clue.
That would have been a big clue, but that just went right over my head. That's how fast I screen phone calls now. The phones are blowing up.
You're saying that like it's a good thing.
Right, exactly, dude.
I'm working so fast, I'm doing shoddy work.
Yeah. The irony.
I'm barely listening to what they have to say.
The irony of us having full phone calls, no topic, no conversation attempt, and we're packed. 3:40 today. I am not going to be able to pull that off. I actually have stuff to talk about, and nobody's going to be like, hey, man, let's just go back and talk to 13-year-olds.
We have a celebrity caller as well coming in.
Oh, yeah? Do we
Coming
know?
in hot. Not right now. You can
Okay.
pick another call if you want.
All right, very good.
Is it Scott Maxwell?
Big T. How
Oh,
you doing?
We got to wake him. So.
All right. So can I at least solve the problem of there being a lame caller? I mean, I'm here in Melbourne, and to be honest, it is picking up here pretty bad. It's pretty freaking windy. The rain is dropping down.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's getting a little hairy out here.
Yeah, buddy, and the bad stuff is another 3 or 4 hours away. So we're, and really, and thanks, Big T. Stay safe out there, buddy. Really, that's like the thing I was kind of worried about. I had a window of time,
right?
Like between 2 and 5. If we get past like 2 and 5, between 2 and 5 a.m. at our place, I feel like maybe we would have made it through without loss of power. So, but I know it's still supposed to rage all through tomorrow, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is...
Because it's just moving so slowly?
This is a current shot, if you can see it, of the radar.
Yeah. It's a mess.
It's just a big blob of yellow and red.
All right, let's go back to the phones here. Matt, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Jim, what's going on? I'm here.
Oh, good.
I'm getting blown away right now in Sanford, but you know I'm here, buddy.
Hey, buddy,
Got a
listen.
joke for you.
Let me real quick before you answer. Are you near Lake Monroe? Is it breaching the seawall yet?
I'm over by the airport.
Okay.
So
well, let's just have the joke then.
going on so far, but we're good so far.
Good,
Still
bro.
got power, still got all that good stuff.
Good. Glad to hear that. I'm near there, so that's makes me very happy. What's your joke?
What do a hurricane and a redneck divorce have in common?
What do a hurricane and a redneck divorce have in common? I do not know.
Someone's going to lose their trailer, Jim.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it very much.
An oldie but a goldie.
Yeah. Line 5?
Yeah.
Is there a reason?
I'm picking up good vibes on
Really?
this next caller.
Oh,
Like you did with Aiden?
Okay, that was a swing and a miss.
Are we sure this is a female?
Yeah, I am.
Oh.
Well, I'm just asking. I mean, I'm not.
I am fairly certain.
He's zero.
Okay.
He's 0 for 1 today, so it's a fair question. Janine, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Doing great.
I love the fact that you guys are on this evening, and the news junkie was as well. It kind of helped us with the monotony of the storm. I want to do a shout out for Ross. If it weren't for him and you guys announcing that he was going to be with Jim Jeffries back in, I think it was January, we always go see him every time he comes to town, and I didn't realize he was coming. And then I knew Ross was going, and Ross, shout out, you were fucking amazing.
Oh my God.
Oh, I didn't mean to see the word.
Dump that, Jack.
No.
Dump twice.
There you go. All right, we'll wait for a second. All right, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. We got it, I think. Go ahead, 30 seconds, right? We're good?
No.
For what?
There was a dump right there.
Oh, you dumped it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good. Yeah, because
we have a dump.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's good. Okay, good.
Okay.
I just want to make sure we got it because that's 2 dumps in 35 minutes.
Well, then maybe I don't know if we should talk to these people.
Well, we're not going to talk to them yet, for sure. Romaine, you're going to have to hang because I got no dump. Well, let's get him, and then we'll move from there. Romaine, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hey, Jim, Jack, Ross, and Debbie. How you guys doing tonight? I appreciate you guys coming in there and hanging in there. We're all kind of dealing with the situation we have.
Where are you, Romaine?
I'm in Mela. I'm not that far from you.
Wow, yeah. Well, it's pretty nasty out there, huh?
Oh, I'm in the dark. We have no power.
Oh, wow.
I thought it looked a little dark here, Maitland.
Yeah, I'm streaming. I am just doing the phone, and to be honest, I'm bored.
Oh, okay.
My wife and I are taking shifts. We're taking shifts on sleeping. You know, my daughter, my wife are sleeping because about 3 o'clock it's going to hit. And so we're just, thank you for entertaining me. Well, you can.
You got it, buddy.
You
I
got it.
appreciate it very much, Romaine.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
for hanging out with us.
Who's the celebrity caller?
It's actually a trio of celebrities.
A trio of celebrities up at 12:51 a.m. on a Thursday.
And who might that be?
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm being dead honest.
How about Sean Watson,
Oh, God.
Sabrina, and C-Lane?
Hello.
Don't you people sleep?
Ambra.
We do it once in a while.
What's up?
We're here to bring the party to you.
We should sound like this.
Hey, this is Sabrina from Daytona, and I'm just being real hurricanes.
How are we doing, everybody?
Oh, we're taking off.
We're
You guys
sober.
here?
Yeah,
straight
we're
up.
sober.
If you're back, I'm out.
I mean, old Peepaw, we could barely wake you up to get you ready for the show there, Grandpa.
Old Peepaw, are you kidding? I was awake and they're doing my taxes.
You know, I feel like right now your wife is probably
In
at the
September?
club. Your
Oh, yeah, she is at the
beautiful
club.
wife is partying.
Oh, yeah.
There's no question. You're there. I mean, that's 100% right.
She's going, look,
she's the happiest she's ever been. Matter of fact, she's praying for more hurricanes.
Old man River here from Hurricane Ian is dragging me down.
Taking
Get
a
out
nap.
God almighty.
How you guys doing? How's it feel
we're-
to be up past 8 p.m.?
No, it's awesome. It's awesome.
This is the collision of the shows right here.
We were fluffed by the
made
time
a
we switched shows.
We've made a super show.
This is a Jack decision because I had nothing to do with this.
Well, you don't
I
have.
thought you had control.
Here's the thing: you
I
don't have a
don't.
lot to do with great decisions. So
You're
this
right, I
is a
don't.
great decision. That's what's happening.
Because you're right. My great decision would have me still asleep, and you guys
Jack
would
is
still
the
be doing
magic
this.
man.
Right.
He's making something good happen right now.
See you
In
later.
the meantime,
See you later. Are you really going on a cruise Saturday?
My cruise was supposed to leave Friday, and now it's leaving Saturday. And the worst part is all the people that were supposed to be going with us are just down to leave on the Saturday. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Just
So what? Complain and then You get a new cruise?
Well, no, they gave us all the options, and they said, all right, listen, you can absolutely get a refund, or you can sail out Saturday. We're skipping Coco K, which is the nice island.
The humanity.
Why even
the nice?
Why even go?
Sea Lane sounds sober.
That's what I'm saying.
No, he does not.
Damn you, Deb.
Deb, on a 0 to 100 scale,
I'm just
how
jealous.
sober he is real rock bottom low.
Can we be Sea Lane sober?
No.
Can we be Sea Lane sober?
Yes, you can be as Sea Lane sober as you
All
want
right,
for
let's
sure.
get
Is anyone buzzing in that room, or are you guys just not
Hey,
keeping
Ross.
up with tradition?
No,
Nope.
nobody's buzzing. We drank a little tequila after the show, a little whiskey after the show, and then went.
I had a little
went to
tequila
bed.
during the show.
Yeah.
What are you? Hold on. What are you waiting for? You guys, you're in the clear right now. Have any of you cursed?
No, we're not doing that. No, come
Why
on.
not?
I told them you guys used up all the allotment.
Yeah.
There should be no allotment for that word.
Jimmy, this is your time to shine. Don't be a pussy. Be
Oh, my
a
God.
brave broadcaster.
This guy's coming in hot, huh?
Yeah, on fire
Host
always,
to
buddy.
Yeah, all fire
Be
always.
brave. Give the audience what they want. They want you to hear. They want to hear you like slinging
No,
it
I
right
think what
now.
I think what they want is 3 more hours of you guys. That's what
Yeah,
they
they
want.
want-
Yeah, that's
they
it. I
give-
think
give
that's what
them
they
better.
want. I think
I
what they
told
want is
them.
3 more hours of complete
One host at a
drunk.
time, please.
I said
Complete
the
drunk.
entire time you were going to bring it at midnight. I
Yeah.
knew you were, and I know you are now. I just know it's not coming out of you right now.
Yeah,
you
it's
got to
not.
dig in.
No,
That's why you
I'm-
don't nap
I'm
at
fine.
7.
Everything's fine.
Say a curse word, you
I,
pussy.
I will never do it.
He is so
Yeah.
calm. He is so calm. This is the man known for instant rage, but he is so zen right now.
That's because
Perfectly
he's
calm.
sleeping with his eyes just give the appearance he's awake.
More Colbert has
To think you have 2 more
0%
hours.
chill. He is really
Look
always
how chill
on
he is.
teeter-tottering on rage, and
can't really
he
see
wants
how
to
chill he
curse.
is.
Like right now.
Yeah, do it. I dare you. Your audience wants to hear
Come
it, Jim.
on.
Wants to hear what, Sean? What do they want to
They
hear?
want to hear you say the words you can't say during the daytime.
I say those words all the time, but I'm not going
So
to say
we're
them on the
ready to
air.
hear it. Go ahead.
3.
Because to say an F word on the air, like that would
2.
that
Who
would
said an F word, you lunatic?
Nobody
Go
said
small.
F word.
It's just the T word.
You
isn't
gotta start small. Like you
Yeah.
know, there's an
I
S
don't
word.
want. I don't want to do any of that. I'm not
S word
interested.
we're not supposed to say.
I'm
but
not
like
interested in any of that.
Why?
Not
But
even
we
a
can-
little
He's
bit.
too
Because
cool.
he's responsible.
Oh, Deb, get him.
Because he's
Get
lame,
him,
Deb.
Deb.
Get
All
him,
right.
Deb.
Okay, pop, pop.
All right,
You know,
407.
Conan does it.
Does he really? Well, he's better than me. See, if that's a
No.
Conan. See, you brought up somebody that's better than me, so I could completely understand where you would
I
think
was
Conan would
just
do that.
speaking about the, cable versus safe harbor versus just do it.
First of all, I don't think many people are better than you. I, as a young, impressionable broadcaster, was listening to Jim Colbert
Yeah.
in his day.
This is the part of the program
You
where the
are-
hosts fluff each other.
No, it's not.
Until climax.
I'm telling him the truth. You are somebody who I listened to, I looked up to, I thought was incredibly
Past
funny
tense,
and
past
witty
tense.
and fast.
Past tense.
And still
I-
to this day.
Oh,
I listened to Jimmy when I was in high school.
Oh,
I
God.
listened to Deborah
Oh, my God.
before that. You
Jimmy,
know?
I had no
don't say
idea who
that.
you were until I had
She
my
hates what I
internship.
say. She hates when I say that.
I mean, it's
don't.
real talk.
I love it, Sea Lane. It just reminds me that I'm closer to Coolio than I am.
How do
I think we need to go to break so they can
Too
put
soon.
C-Lane to bed.
No, I
They're
want to
probably
keep
gonna
Sea
cut
Lane
off
on
our
the air.
connection too.
And I want to keep you guys
I'm the one
here.
that needs to go to bed. Try me, bitches.
Whoa!
That was the dead sign that we
you
were
better
right.
not be talking to Deb like that.
I will stay here at this desk
You
on
can.
the air
You can.
as long as you need me to until I pass out.
Sea Lane's so
and then for
hammered.
another hour more.
Such a team player.
We'll definitely leave you on the Zoom.
All right.
What was that?
Did we ruin your show?
No.
Plummeting
That's
those
Ross's
numbers.
job.
Not even you could do that.
Haven't heard Ross once. You
Exactly.
there,
That's why I
He's
said
laughing. He's laughing out loud at the irreverence of this.
Yeah, no.
Ross, are you in agreement or not in agreement with what I'm saying here? Jimmy needs to loosen up, start slinging a couple of bad
bud? Give him
words.
a puff of the vape.
Oh my God, not the vape.
Yeah. You want to booze?
No, what?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
All right, let's get out of here, man. We gotta go to break, guys. Thank you.
But yes,
Bye.
It was fun dropping by, fellas.
Love you.
and
Be
ladies.
safe.
Ladies.
We're being kicked out.
Yeah, you gotta
we're
go.
being routed out
You
of
gotta
here.
go. This is like every
the
weeknight
Zoom
for
on.
you.
keep the Zoom on. I'll just.
Oh my
come in
God.
whenever.
We will watch.
Yeah, we can watch you melt on the air.
This is where I'm sleeping tonight,
All
guys.
right. Really?
Are we gonna have a
God, let's
BCC
hope.
email tomorrow?
All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a sec. Thanks, guys. Good seeing you.
That's awesome.
Coverage of Hurricane Ian on Real Radio 104.1 brought to you by New Southwest Window Solutions, Florida's only factory direct window company. Their windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers, and they are guaranteed for life. Visit newsouthwindows.com for more information.
This is an FNN News Alert. Hurricane Ian now at a Category 1 storm with winds at 90 miles per hour, moving north-northeast at about 8 miles per hour. The storm is 70 miles south of Orlando. Tropical storm warning for South Florida has been discontinued. The hurricane watch for Lake Okeechobee has been discontinued. Hurricane warning and storm surge warning still in effect for Tampa Bay. Mayor Jane Castor says even though they dodged a direct hit.
Is that we're not out of the woods yet because we're still going to see 18 to 20 inches of rainwater coming in later this evening. Going to see downed trees. We're going to see flooding. We're going to see power outages. So please, please do not let your guard down now.
Police Chief Mary O'Connor asking those who evacuated not to go back, and those who did not leave, heed the warnings and not venture out aside emergency crews trying to get around. There's the danger of downed power lines and unknown depths of the waters covering roadways. This has been an FNN News Alert. I'm Kimba Tyler.
Come back to the ultimate rock Christmas tradition. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert. 2 shows. Saturday, December 17th, Amway Center. Millions have made this their must-see holiday event of the season. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Trans-Siberian Orchestras, The Ghosts of Christmas Eve, The Best of TSO, and more.
Sisters of the Underground is a podcast about the real-life story of the Mirabal sisters, Dominican women who led a revolution against Rafael Trujillo, the brutal dictator who ruled the Dominican Republic for 30 years. From executive producers Dania Ramirez and myself, Eva Longoria, comes a podcast featuring an inspiring story of Latina empowerment that deserves to be told. Listen to Sisters of the Underground on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Today, join us for an unforgettable live music event, iHeartRadio Icons with John Mellencamp. We'll take you live to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland for the unveiling of the new permanent exhibition, Legends of Rock and Roll, John Mellencamp. iHeartRadio's Jim Kerr will be there to cover the unveiling, followed by a live performance from John Mellencamp inside the Hall of Fame, and a special tour announcement you won't want to miss. Listen with the free iHeartRadio app today at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific.
You can join virtually or in person for Advent Health's Pink on Parade 5K on November 9th as we celebrate those with breast cancer, survivors who have overcome, and those who shine on through their loved ones. Register now at pinkonparade.com.
Stop avoiding your erectile dysfunction issue. Peak Performance for Men is offering their best offer yet. Call today to book your free consultation and free blood flow evaluation. Peak Performance for Men helps over 80% of men who receive the treatment experience long-term improvement. All it takes is one phone call for a free consult. Call 407-464-8181. That's 407-464-8181.
Here's a top move for hiring a divorce attorney. See how they look and handle themselves on video or audio. Chances are that's them at their best, with editing, setup, and multiple takes. The courtroom is live. Mediation is live. Make sure your divorce lawyer is going to make you look good. At Trenley Kramer Law, we handle family law and divorce. TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
Breast cancer is the second leading form of cancer in American women, but we're fighting back. Join Advent Health's Pink on Parade 5K virtually or in person on October 9th to raise support for all those affected by breast cancer. Help light the path pink by registering today at pinkonparade.com.
Hurricane season is here, and now is the time to make a plan and know your zone. In the case of an evacuation, have a plan to go to a hurricane shelter, hotel, or stay with a family or friends. If you're ordered to evacuate, you need to leave. You can rebuild your home, but you cannot rebuild your life. This hurricane season, know your zone. Know your home. Learn more at floridadisaster.org. This message is sponsored by the Florida Division of Emergency Management, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
The countdown is on for UCF football's space game. UCF versus Temple, Thursday night, October the 13th at 7 o'clock, presented by Orlando Healthcare Orthopedic Institute. Ready for launch? Get your tickets at UCFKnights.com or call 407-823-1000.
Sunset Walk presents the Best Of Challenge Signature Edition, Saturday, October 1st at the Promenade. Join me and the rest of the Jim Colbert Show as we host the Best Of Challenge. 13 venues competing to be crowned the best signature dish of Sunset Walk. Participants include Euphoria, Rock and Brews, BR77, and The Wharf. VIP tasting tickets on sale now at sunsetwalk.com. Spectators absolutely free. Plus, DJ Scotty B, the Jacqueline Hayden Band, Street Performers, Street Market, and Car Show. It's the Best Of Challenge Signature Edition, Saturday, October 1st at Sunset Walk.
Did you know you can get cash fast when you sell your car with carsaver.com at Walmart? Just enter your car's details, get a real cash offer, and get paid. Don't wait. Get max value for your car today at Walmart's carsaver.com. That's carsaver.com.
This is Steve Kramer. Let me tell you a business secret. There are sketch companies out there selling awards. Make sure the awards earned by your lawyer are from respected organizations. At Trenley Kramer Law, our lawyers have been recognized by Orlando Magazine Best Lawyers, Florida Trend Legal Elite, Super Lawyers, and listed in U.S. News as a best law firm for years. We've earned the awards that can't be bought. Trenley Kramer, TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
iHeartRadio Icons with John Mellencamp, an unforgettable live music event direct from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland for the unveiling of the new permanent exhibition, Legends of Rock and Roll, John Mellencamp. Join iHeartRadio's Jim Kerr for the unveiling, followed by a live performance from John Mellencamp inside the Hall of Fame, and a special tour announcement you won't want to miss. iHeartRadio Icons with John Mellencamp. Listen with the free iHeartRadio app today at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on
Funky. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Coolio, man, passed away at 59 years old. R.I.P. Coolio.
Yeah, man. That hits hard.
Yeah, man.
That sucks.
Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here. And Jack.
Good evening.
And
Or good
Ross.
morning.
Ross on the phone screen call. This is weird. You know, the funny thing is I've never done an overnight shift. In all my years of doing radio, I've never worked. I dropped in on a show that used to be on there years ago. I would drop in because I would work at my print shop until like 11 o'clock, and I'd drop by the station and hang out with the overnight show for a while. But I wasn't it wasn't a show I was doing. It was just kind of hanging out.
My very first radio shift was 3 to 6 a.m. on WFIT in Melbourne.
Wow.
That's sick hours there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But the phones have been more active since 7 p.m. than they are
That's
usually in the
insane.
daytime.
Yeah.
And also, the people watching on YouTube and Twitch is just, next level as well.
Looks like we'll be back to normal tomorrow, though, right? Monsters and then more News Junkie and then us and then back in the...
Monsters are going to start an hour early, so they'll start at 5 a.m., but then go until 11. Then we'll resume our normal schedule after that, 11 to 3 for the News Junkie. We'll be on 3 to 7 later today.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be on 3 to 7 in the afternoon, and then we'll probably, if conditions warrant, we'll just resume normal programming of Corporate Time with Tom and Dan, and then Real Laughs.
You know, I guess this was a big break for us with this storm then, right? It's cutting straight across.
So.
I mean, it came right up by 4. I mean, I was talking to my wife a little bit earlier. I think we had a massive break in Central Florida.
Where we were going to be on the dirty side of the storm, now we are on the left side of the eye, and it's moving quicker through our area. So I think that's a win for us.
Yeah, you can see the eye just a little bit south of Orlando. So hopefully...
It's right underneath us right now, right?
Yeah, so hopefully, once it starts to move, by this time, tomorrow we'll be able to go back home, see, what's going on with our properties.
That's good news, man.
Because these storms,
Very good.
These storms hit a whole lot different when you're a homeowner.
Yeah, for sure they do. Yeah, we've seen a lot of that. I mean, look, I have to tell you, man, the insurance situation in Florida is so unbelievable. And as I was laying down trying to grab a few Z's there, I was just thinking, man, and this is one of the things that kind of keeps. I was just thinking, man, if you had a house near the coast. Matter of fact, I saw a story last week saying that if you live on the coast on the East Coast, specifically on Florida's East Coast, you are literally rolling your life dice when it comes to your livelihood by having a home near the coast of Florida. Because, obviously the sea levels aren't going to go down anytime soon.
No.
It's not going to happen like that. So you're going to constantly have to deal with king tides and even the smallest storms now. Now it won't take a Cat 2 or 3 to make it, to make it real shaky for you. Because with the water so high now, I mean, it doesn't take anything to push it in.
But with the higher frequency of extreme weather events, insurance and homeowners and property insurance, the situation's not going to get better. And I don't understand what they did in Tallahassee. That's supposed to have an effect in 18 months. I just don't imagine it working in our favor.
I don't either. I think it was just an ability to say to the residents,
They
hey,
did
look,
something.
we
We
did
did something.
But,
you're all pissed.
This is part of the reason why the climate change discussion is so important, because everyone's like, oh, this is a cycle, this is whatever. And yet when you hear and listen to the experts in the field and they're like, I've never seen this. I've never experienced this. And that is what is Ian. And we're seeing it in the text messages with people saying, what the hell is going on with this hurricane and all the thunder and lightning?
Yeah.
I've never been through a hurricane with all of the thunder and lightning. Well, from the layperson's perspective, then you go to the hurricane hunters who say that their flight through Ian's eye wall was the worst of their entire career. They dropped 1,200 feet instantaneously.
Yeah.
That was the flight that we had talked about yesterday where they had to turn around. They said the NOAA aircraft turned around. The hurricane hunters were already too far in. And they said had they known, they would have turned around. And they also said that they've seen formations on the radar they've never seen before.
Yeah,
they've
man.
never seen this kind of lightning.
Yeah.
The lightning is really what's freaking them out, I think.
Yeah, it's crazy. We were getting texts earlier that there was, as it was rolling through western Orange County and Lake County and those counties, and Marion in there, that we were getting texts saying that they'd not seen lightning like this during a hurricane before. That we've seen a bunch of these. Floridians, this is kind of part of our culture.
Right.
So to see a thunderstorm during one of these is kind of odd. Usually, you can feel it in the air as a Floridian. The minute that we know there's a hurricane within 900 miles, our skin just kind of picks up that little bit of more mist in the air, that little bit of that weird, warm, kind of tepid humidity that comes with these things,
Oh, no. With hurricanes acting differently, I hope it doesn't, block the best part, which is the weather after.
Oh, no, it's not. This weekend, let me tell you what, we couldn't have gotten more lucky with this with our gig in Margaritaville, because Saturday's high is supposed to be like 85 degrees, crystal clear.
It's like the first great day.
Crystal clear,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And all next week is going to be beautiful. I don't know if you guys have looked at the forecast. All next week, mid-80s, and then the high 60s in the evening, no rain.
No, Jimmy, we count on you for that.
Yeah.
Well, the beautiful
I look at way ahead of the weather.
The beautiful part about that, though, is that everyone keeps comparing this storm to Charlie. But the one thing we didn't have to do that we did in Charlie was be without power in mid-August in Florida.
Man. Oh, God.
So if you have to have a storm come through, it's far better later in September, when it hopefully isn't going to be that uncomfortable to be without AC.
And people, yeah, you're right. And now people like me are discovering that maybe the roofs aren't as strong as they thought they were. Yeah, because I have a roof leak I found out about tonight, so I have to go fix that. Yeah, I mean, it's and that's the thing with these things. When the wind blows, rain. And that's what even the roofers will tell you. Wind blown water is the worst because
it gets underneath the shingles.
All the nooks and crannies. Like when they were working on a house. We kept noticing that love bugs were getting into our house on the second floor. They put these new windows in, right?
Romantic.
Right. and we're like, where the hell are they coming from? Well, later that evening, it got a little darker, but you could see outside. And my wife was like, come here, look. And you can see
You
cracks.
guys are voyeurs?
No, get out of here. And we sprayed the little expanding foam. And I told Tori, I said, thank God we did that. Thing would be full of water right now.
Yeah.
I think I got
bugs
a
are the
window.
worst.
I got a window leak.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's easy. Just get some caulk.
This is the problem. I have no idea. I have to wait until one of us can get into the house tomorrow and figure out.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going through?
Yeah, well, just wondering because I have some spots where that don't handle water that well, but you want to make sure that you don't have things like a roof leak, because by the time you see it coming through your ceiling,
oh my God,
there's been a lot more, problem. You had a bigger problem growing in your attic, so you kind of want to get that as early as you can.
That's funny you guys mentioned that, because the last time we had a hurricane and we had to stay here at the station, I wasn't part of the show yet. I was still over in the newsroom.
I remember those days.
I had a roof leak that I did not know had been patched previously.
Oh, we just found the same thing out here.
And had that nice bubble in the ceiling, and walked into my guest room, and it is pouring through the ceiling.
Yeah.
Insulation and everything. And it was like, oh, I see why. That's a sloppy-ass patch job, where this roof has been leaking for who knows how long.
Yeah.
And rather than fix it properly, you just patch it up and get the next tenant in.
Yeah, your
house growth.
Your bedroom ceiling shouldn't have a nice boob.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's go to the calls here. 407-916-1041. Andu, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hello there, Jim. How are you today?
I'm good, friend. How are you?
I love this guy.
Yeah, I just wanted to check in from the villages here and let you know things are pretty dead and calm. I've been hanging out in my hammock pretty much all night, and there's barely been any wind.
Is it true it's only 64 degrees in the Villages area right now?
It is pretty cool out here, yes.
Which is amazing.
Are there any other villages out and around?
No, it's pretty dead out here in the villages, man.
Yeah. How are the golf courses out there, buddy?
I don't play golf myself very much. I've only been living here for about 10 years in the villages itself.
That's enough to break 90.
Man.
How do you move to the villages and not play golf? It's like that's what you moved there for, right?
No. I did not choose the village life. The village life chose me.
Oh, he moved there.
Oh, you're a player.
For the swingers.
Oh, yeah.
That's
the swingers party.
How many loofahs on your golf cart? Yeah, you're just laughing, but you're not answering.
I heard they hate that now.
I can tell you which color loofah I have on my golf cart.
Which color? Which color? Because we have the code key.
Do you? I have a black one.
Oh.
Damn, dude. You go all the way.
Is that everything?
All of it.
Oh.
Everything. And it is here in the villages. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you can dial up. Just out of curiosity, because we hear a lot of myth about the villages.
It's not myth.
I know, but kind of, because I've never been to a party, so I don't know. I don't have that personal experience. How does the communication of those parties happen? Is it Facebook or a social media app?
There are secret groups out there on like Meetup, Facebook, and other types of platforms. There's also, you just go to a bar, be friendly, and hang out, and somebody will invite you.
Wow, incredible.
Do they ever ask about the colors of your loofah?
They usually will scout out. Like if they see you coming in with a loofah, they'll usually follow you in and try to feel you out for a little bit.
So, because how would you approach a lavender, be that your loofah is black?
I don't usually approach. That's the weird thing. Since I'm a younger guy in the villages, I'm usually the one getting approached.
Oh, wow. Now, what is younger? Like 55 is the minimum age, right?
No, actually, there's a law in Florida that says 10% of all 55 up communities must have under 10 or 55 under 10% under 55, or it's federal age discrimination.
Wow.
Oh.
So how old are you?
I am only 37.
There's no way that's true.
Yeah, it's true. 38. I was born in 84.
Wow, you don't sound like you're 38, buddy. You sound a little bit more mature than.
Yeah,
is it anybody else pick up with that?
Well, yeah, Ross is in his 30s. Ross, you talk.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's not the same. It doesn't have the command that this guy's voice has.
This guy's. I feel like we might be like talking to God or something.
Well, that might be his. That might be his safe word.
It sounds like a guy who directs like a naval ship or something.
Oh no, that's not what he's directing.
All right, buddy. Listen, man. Thanks for calling, Andu. We appreciate that. What is the nature of that name, Andu?
Andu is actually the positive personage I made to separate me from my negative past. So Andu is all positivity, all encouragement and everything. Because my personal personage, what I'm actually known for, is not being a nice guy. And for the past 3 years, I've been trying to change that.
Now,
wow.
Now, are you professionally not a nice guy, or just not a nice guy because you had some troubles when you were younger?
I'm diagnosed schizophrenic, so I did not know how to be nice, and I still don't know. I still don't consider myself human, and I'm practicing being human.
Oh, I see. What do you think you are?
No, just a person. Like there's many people that are not human. Like you wouldn't call people like well, you can just feel them in the room. Like, so a lot of people say I'm nice and friendly and kind. I do a lot in the mental health community, but I try really, really hard to, because naturally I'm just a jerk.
Do you have a gimp in a box?
No.
A gimp in a box.
So you're schizophrenic, but yet you work in the mental health industry?
I do a lot with the mental health community.
Yeah.
I run the Families of Schizophrenia support group on Facebook.
Oh.
It's the
And
largest.
would you consider yourself empathetic?
Not commonly, no. I have to really think about how people feel and then choose my words very carefully.
Yeah. Are you a sociopath?
More, I'm actually diagnosed as a simple psychopath, and that's a secondary diagnosis under my schizophrenia.
Right, which is common, by the way, because the medication that comes with schizophrenia also comes with an antipsychotic, right?
That's true. I've actually been taken off of 6 different antipsychotics in lieu of medical marijuana.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I think, and I hope. My mom was paranoid schizophrenic, at not the highest level, but up there pretty good, and it stole her life from her.
It does. It ruins so many, and not just us who have schizophrenia, but all those around us also hurt.
Yeah, it's insidious. That's the word I use, because it is. It turned her into a different person, and it's funny. I'm listening to you talk, and although it was comical at first, I completely and utterly understand exactly what you're saying. My mother looked like my mom. She sounded like my mom, but anybody who had known her when she was younger could talk to her for 1 minute, and they would understand that the person that they knew 10 years prior was not the person that they were speaking with. Although it looked similar and sounded similar, it definitely was not. That was a hard thing to deal with as a kid,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Children, and even if you have parents, having to go deal with that as a child is very, very hard. And that's why I started the Families of Schizophrenia support group. We're over 12,000 members now. So if you are suffering, or if you know somebody who's suffering from schizophrenia or has a loved one that is, we are there for you. You are not alone.
Well, very cool, man. I got to tell you, Andy, I'm
Andu.
glad I extended the call, buddy. Thanks for your call. I appreciate that very much.
Actually, Jim, I'm very thankful too, because I originally was going to call to say I had a problem with you, but now talking to you man on man, I'm actually appreciated that we had this talk.
Well, thanks, Andu. I appreciate that. What was your problem with me you were going to call about?
Here we go.
No, I'm trying to be respectful, my friend.
Okay, that's fine.
You are very. It's hard to say without sounding like a jerk.
Okay.
You're a very hard guy, man. You're very strong-willed. You're very mentally fit. You're very strong in your opinions, and there's a lot of things that I disagree with you about, to the point where I can't even listen to your show much.
Yeah.
So I'm trying you out tonight.
Okay.
And I'm enjoying your show tonight.
Well, thanks,
and this
man.
is really awesome.
I appreciate it, Andu. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
What an interesting call.
And here's my personality. I'm dying to know why he hates me. No, I don't think he hates me.
No, he doesn't hate you. He just
Not
finds you,
anymore.
He finds you
How could you?
hard and unyielding.
Yeah. But I'm not that, am I?
That took about 8.
407.
That took about 8 to 10 plot twists.
Yeah, it did.
Didn't it? And it just got more interesting
His
and more
vo-
interesting.
There's something odd about people who have very resonant voices that are that calm. I automatically think they're up to something.
Yeah.
I just do. I just automatically think, oh, this guy's up to something.
Because we usually are.
Does he sound 38? Like,
No.
I'm not wrong there, right? The guy sounded like he's at least late 40s.
He sounded like he may have not blinked once throughout that entire
That's
phone call.
exactly how it sounds. Yeah, man, do.
But you know what? You got to give credit to someone for, doing whatever you can at whatever age to try and.
Absolutely.
He had that self-awareness, and that is his focus. And it was interesting. I thought about that, the empathy thing, because
Exactly.
he's really got to focus on what, that, and that's why he said he's not a human, or wait,
Exactly.
or how he said it, I forget. But
well, I think
trying to be human.
What he
Trying
means
to
by
be human,
is
yeah.
having a normal conscience, maybe.
Yeah, and just being to understand where sometimes people have that natural empathy and be able to connect with you emotionally and understand, what you're feeling. And for others, they have to really work at concentrating on how they are being perceived.
And that's why there's such a thin line between being a psychotic or sociopath and a CEO. Because for a lot of people, and that's what they've discovered, to reach that level of success, there has to be a little bit of a hatchet man in you.
Yeah, sure.
Who's willing to cut and dry whatever is necessary to reach that goal that you have. Empathy doesn't serve you when you're trying to be a CEO.
It doesn't, when
or a serial killer.
We would talk about big business on the Monsters occasionally, and I would always, my mantra there was you don't become a billionaire without crushing souls. I mean, you don't get to that level of anything without some people under your feet, and unfortunately, that's just the nature of that business. It just is.
Well, I don't know if
it's dependent on how far you want to go, but it does take that.
I don't know if it's the nature of the business or if the psyches that end up reaching that level of success end up making us believe that that's the only paradigm available for us to reach that level of success. I think it's just a psychotic or a sociopath making the best out of their personality and the rest of us lauded as something special.
I think it's the game at that level. I don't think you can go into that game at that level without that weapon.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree with you.
You can't.
Because you're around everybody else. The machine will chew you up and spit you out.
It is the game. That's how the game is played. You can't go into the NFL and expect to do that with a college or high school talent level. You will literally get eaten alive and spit out, and they will be unsympathetic while doing it. I mean, it's just the nature of the business. When you play at that level, that's the game. All right, 407-916-1041.
Like I said, sociopath.
Yeah, text us at 77031.
Tell me about the nature of your name.
Yeah, exactly. You're sitting at my right this whole time.
I'm a robot, and I don't have feelings.
I'm not human.
I just want that last guy to just read me tarot cards or something.
Right.
Predict my future.
All right, 407-916-1041. Take a little break. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show. Hang loose.
See the latest track for Hurricane Ian. RealRadio.fm/storm.
This is an FNN News Alert. Hurricane Ian now at a Category 1 storm with winds at 90 miles per hour, moving north-northeast at about 8 miles per hour. The storm is 70 miles south of Orlando. Tropical storm warning for South Florida has been discontinued. The hurricane watch for Lake Okeechobee has been discontinued. Hurricane warning and storm surge warning still in effect for Tampa Bay. Mayor Jane Castor says even though they dodged a direct hit,
Is that we're not out of the woods yet because we're still going to see 18 to 20 inches of rainwater coming in later this evening. Going to see downed trees. We're going to see flooding. We're going to see power outages. So please, please do not let your guard down now.
Police Chief Mary O'Connor asking those who evacuated not to go back, and those who did not leave heed the warnings and not venture out. Aside emergency crews trying to get around, there's the danger of downed power lines and unknown depths of the waters covering roadways. This has been an FNN News Alert. I'm Kimba Tyler.
The can't-miss music event of the year is coming to the CW.
The 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Featuring once-in-a-lifetime performances from the biggest superstars in all of music.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's up, Vegas? Make some noise! I know y'all ready for this.
All hosted by Ryan Seacrest from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Don't miss our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
October 7th and 8th at 8 p.m. on the CW. Sunnyside Plumbing.
Hi, I'm always running out of hot water. Do you think you can...
We offer convenient service during normal banking hours.
Great. So my water heater. I was thinking maybe a tankless...
Are you sure you actually need one?
What, need a water heater?
Ghastly things, they take up so much room.
But the tankless ones are smaller and you never run out of...
Oh, don't be such a baby. Have a cold shower. It's refreshing.
But my family...
People like you are too soft. Hot water is for the weak.
That's it. This would never happen with Frank Gay.
But you didn't call Frank Gay.
Wish I had.
We all wish you had.
That's it. I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you want an efficient tankless water heater, you want it done right. An easy solution to lower utility bills while providing unlimited hot water to your family. That's the Frank Gay way.
Shall I come over and burp you, you big baby?
That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
Everything you love at PDQ is now available in Winter Garden.
From hand-breaded chicken tenders and chef-inspired signature sauces to handcrafted sandwiches, PDQ is just made better with 9 Orlando area locations, including now open in Winter Garden.
Today, join us for an unforgettable live music event, iHeartRadio Icons with John Mellencamp. We'll take you live to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland for the unveiling of the new permanent exhibition, Legends of Rock and Roll. John Mellencamp. iHeartRadio's Jim Kerr will be there to cover the unveiling, followed by a live performance from John Mellencamp inside the Hall of Fame. And a special tour announcement you won't want to miss. Listen with the free iHeartRadio app today at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific.
This is Steve Kramer. Let me tell you a business secret. There are sketch companies out there selling awards. Make sure the awards earned by your lawyer are from respected organizations. At Trenley Kramer Law, our lawyers have been recognized by Orlando Magazine Best Lawyers, Florida Trend Legal Elite, Super Lawyers, and listed in U.S. News as a best law firm for years. We've earned the awards that can't be bought. Trenley Kramer, TK Law, one firm for life.com.
Join Advent Health for our third virtual Teal Takeover 5K from September 1st to the 30th as we celebrate the brave individuals in our community with gynecological cancer and for those who shine on through their loved ones. Incredible things happen when you go teal. Register now at adventhealth.com/teal.
Sunset Walk presents the Best of Challenge Signature Edition Saturday, October 1st at the Promenade. Join me and the rest of the Jim Colbert Show as we host the Best of Challenge. 13 venues competing to be crowned the best signature dish of Sunset Walk. Participants include Estefan Kitchen, Lizzie's Barbecue, Game Time, Bentos, and Cowboy Chicken. VIP tasting tickets on sale now at sunsetwalk.com. And spectators are free. Plus DJ Scotty B, the Jacqueline Hayden Band, Street Performer, Street Market, and Car Show. It's the Best of Challenge Signature Edition Saturday, October 1st at Sunset Walk.
Come back to the ultimate rock Christmas tradition. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert. 2 shows, Saturday, December 17th, Amway Center. Millions have made this their must-see holiday event of the season. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Trans-Siberian Orchestras, The Ghosts of Christmas Eve, The Best of TSO, and more.
Now you can get generic Viagra shipped to your door for about $2 a pill. Get the same impact for less. Call Steelman Pills now and get the same blue pill for about $2 a pill. Call now for the 50-pill special and save even more. Plus, get a free bonus.
800-993-1358. 800-993-1358. That's 800-993-1358.
The countdown is on for UCF football's space game. UCF versus Temple, Thursday night, October the 13th at 7 o'clock, presented by Orlando Healthcare Orthopedic Institute. Ready for launch? Get your tickets at UCFKnights.com or call 407-823-1000.
Stop avoiding your erectile dysfunction issue. Peak Performance for Men is offering their best offer yet. Call today to book your free consultation and free blood flow evaluation. Peak Performance for Men helps over 80% of men who receive the treatment experience long-term improvement. All it takes is one phone call for a free consult. Call 407-464-8181. That's 407-464-8181.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Ross, fan here. I'm gonna upgrade myself to a forever fan because you showed up, you stepped up to the plate, and you made it to the station. And I appreciate that.
So do I, buddy.
It was nice knowing you guys.
I think we said for all of us, maybe. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. I am Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack.
Good morning.
And Ross.
Are you wearing shoes?
I'm not wearing shoes.
I just took off my shoes.
Yeah, man.
Oh, wow.
I'm socking it, kid.
Yeah, we can do that right now.
Yeah.
You can.
It's funny. You know what I want to do right now more than anything? Because everybody was so loud in the building about 11 o'clock. I want to just run through here just yelling, Super Day. Super Day. Super Day. Taco Bob's in today. God, one of my favorite people on planet Earth.
I know.
He's a great one.
Impossible not to like Taco Bob and Pat, two of the best people. You know, the weird thing is because people assume, well, not now because of the work from home thing, but we never see anybody we work with.
Oh, no, this has been weird with this storm.
It has, because, I saw Chad and Leslie today, and Leslie is genuinely one of my favorite people. She is just, I don't know Chad that well, but I've known Leslie for years, and she is fun.
Yeah, she
Let's
is.
just say that Leslie is fun, and she's a gamer. She's got a bit of a broad in her. And she's not dainty, which I like. And I like chicks who aren't dainty.
Right.
And she's a great one. But, yeah, just to see everybody, it's awesome. We just never get to see anybody.
I don't know any of these people.
Exactly. Ross is like, and it's funny, Bob knew you.
Yeah.
And you know Bob, but, we were down in the lobby when Bob was coming in and stuff, and he feels the same way. We rarely get to see each other. That's why the poker tournament's so nice, too.
By the way, people can send us talkbacks like that person just did using the iHeartRadio app. And also text room mobile 77031 like Jen in Castleberry, who reports that she just lost power.
Oh, wow, really? Code Black lost it a little bit earlier, but it came right back on, but I haven't gotten a report yet. And apparently at the house still have power. Winter Springs is getting some lightning and thunder out there as well. So
I still have power.
Good for you, buddy.
I've been checking my video doorbell.
Andrew, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Good call.
Hey, Jimmy, what's going on?
I'm good, friend. How are you?
Pretty good. Just out here on the front porch that's screened in, watching the wind and the rain. Kind of cool to see.
Where are you?
Port Orange.
Oh, that's actually, so you guys are supposed to be getting a pretty good amount of wind right now.
Yeah, well, I'm just watching it. We've got a lot of palm trees where I'm staying. I'm with my mom right now. So she's got a generator and everything like that. So we're like, okay, we'll be here.
Well, very cool, man. Yeah, that's awesome. The funny thing is, I was talking to my wife. Thanks for your call, buddy. During Charlie, we sat on my back patio, not even a mile and a half from here, and watched that thing whip my pool screen into it was like an instrument. It was whipping and wisping so much. It had like a song to it. And then it whipped one time a little too hard. We're like, song over, inside. We are like, it was.
But you had a real American Beauty grocery bag in the wind moment.
Oh, yeah. It was
that, by the way, one of my favorite scenes in that entire movie.
Oh, yeah, so good.
It was a beautiful grocery bag.
It was. It was a beautiful movie.
All right, 407-916-104. What did you make that big?
Because Jack gave me an idea. So I was proud of myself, actually, before I left. I remembered to do two things. One, run the dishwasher, because it was full. And don't want to come back and lose power, and then
got smelly dishes.
And then the other thing was leave your outside porch light on, because I've heard before first responders saying, listen, during moments like this when you're evacuating, it helps if you leave a light on. It helps for them to be able to see if they can get inside. They know if you have power or not.
Right.
So I thought leaving our outside light on would let the neighbors and myself know if we had power. I didn't think of how to check that till Jack said, use your Ring doorbell.
Oh, that nice.
And so it was like, okay.
Very good.
It's a good sign.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good sign.
I heard another hack that was really cool. And it said, here's the hack. Now, this is if you're leaving your house and you're evacuating and then coming back or whatever. They said, put a glass of water in your freezer, right? Freeze it, and then put a quarter on top. Now, why would you do that?
Because if it melts, if you come back and the quarter's not on top, if it's halfway through or at the bottom, it defrosted and then froze again.
That's right. That means that your freezer went dead.
Right.
Everything defrosted, and then it refroze. When you come back, you think, oh, this is fine. It never thawed out. And then you eat meat that's been sitting for 8 hours at room temperature, and you thought it was good.
Yeah.
Wow, I have never heard of that hack before.
I've never heard. I've read it today.
Instead of a quarter, there's a dual way. You can have a dual benefit here. Instead of a quarter, you use a credit card. So if you come back and the credit card's frozen in the bottom, your credit will be good for 3 months.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Would you guys ever actually do that quarter trick?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, because I wouldn't leave my house. I mean, I would know if it was out.
Yeah, but if you left your house and you were in that situation,
I don't know. Maybe,
I just think that amount of work equals to roughly around having one bad bite of turkey.
Oh no! Look. You don't even want one bad bite. But what if you have a freezer full of like meat you've been killing for the last 2 years while hunting? I mean,
but
freezers full. That happens.
Think about it. If you have an ice maker, that melts, and when it freezes again, it's not going to be cubed ice.
Yeah,
it's
you're
going
right,
to be a block of ice. So if you have a block of ice in your ice maker, you pretty much know that.
Benzo.
Get rid of the meat.
The new hack. ice.
That's exactly what we're talking about. Why do you have to naysay everything?
No, I'm
let
being
these,
dick.
let these people have their antiquated ways of finding out if things froze.
I just think it's a little bit strange. I think it's a little bit of it's a bit of a overkill.
That's the guy who thinks that this, one bad bite of a turkey burger is not too bad.
Oh, yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, there's no problem.
I shouldn't puke for many days.
Yeah, it's not going to be coming out of every orifice.
Aren't all bites of a turkey burger a bad bite?
Oh, no. Come on. Get out
really,
of here.
no, if they're cooked properly.
407-916-1041. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Awesome, guys. Just giving you a call from the Barrier Island here in Brevard County.
Oh, wow.
So you're getting more severe weather than was anticipated. How is it by you?
Yeah, Jack, you know the area. I'm in Indialantic, a block off the beach.
Yep.
This Ida storm is definitely doing this wiggle, and it is coming, looks like might just go straight through Cocoa Beach right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at the radar as you speak, and it is a big, huge, nasty blob right over that island.
Yep, but it's funny. We haven't hardly had any rain today. We had it all last night. So I've been in that one place that the bands haven't been coming through, which is good because...
I'm sorry, buddy. That's wild. Somebody else said the same exact thing. I apologize. Go ahead.
No. I mean, I forget which storm it was, but I did not evac for that. And we actually had water spouts turning into tornadoes and jumping A1A. I mean, like 500 yards from my house.
Wow, I saw that today. There was a thanks for your call, buddy. I appreciate that very much. It was a tornado in Osceola County, or what looked to be the beginnings of a tornado. That's the the first report of one I've heard.
But it's a great reminder as we were watching that track and the projected path over the past week, and we saw this route, and then it's moving around and shifting. But you don't know where the severe weather is going to be in relation to that.
Right, yeah.
You don't know for sure where that eye is going, but then the severe weather. So Brevard's getting more severe than expected, but they had very little rain, and all the rain was being dumped in elsewhere, and it's still southwest Florida is getting all that surge damage, which I have a feeling is going to be, some pretty amazing video tomorrow when the light.
I was just thinking
light comes up.
That very thing. That tomorrow's photographs and video is going to be unbelievable.
And it's not just the storm surge, but one of the stories I had in Woke News yesterday afternoon, which unfortunately we didn't get a chance to cover, was the funkiness of the water receding from Tampa Bay. So even though Tampa Bay was expecting unprecedented flooding like everywhere else on the Gulf Coast of Florida, as Ian was coming up the coast, it was literally sucking the water out of the bay. And all of these photographs of people walking their dogs on a part of Tampa Bay that would normally be underwater.
Yeah, 6 feet underwater. There was another one where a reporter was on one of those floating marina docks, and he's standing next to a pole, and the pole is full of barnacles. He goes, yeah, this would be, and then he reaches all the way up, and he goes, that's where the water should be. And that's in that same area, and it's like 7.5 feet up. Like he's reaching all the way up and can barely touch the top of it.
Wouldn't it be neat if all that water came back at that moment?
Yeah. And it's weird. I thought it would come back faster, but they say it just trickles back in, and it actually takes a little bit of time for it to do it.
And what's interesting is that it won't stop. Then that's when the unprecedented flooding comes in.
All right, 407-916-1041. Jeremy, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hey, guys. Love the news junkie thing, man. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah, right on.
That was great. But yeah, I just want to give you a quick location and such. I'm in Melbourne near Oak Valley High School, and the rain is going sideways. I'm under my carport. I'm dry. My rain gauge, maybe 4 inches in it. You know what I'm saying? And the ironic part is I still have power. My generator is still out in the shed. So I haven't had to cross that bridge yet.
Yeah, man, that's good, though.
Yeah, and the other crazy thing is I want to get, I love the PSA about, the quarter hack and all that stuff. Now, this is kind of maybe will help people. It's a funny story, though. Back when Charlie, Gene, Francis, and all that whole scenario went through, we got a storm, and then we didn't have power for 7 days. Okay. And then, we got it back for, 3 days, and then the next storm hit, and then it happened a couple times in a row. well, after a month of it, we were over it, and so I go in the house, and also power comes on, everyone's like, yay, and so you can hear people turning their generators off.
Yeah.
Everything gets quiet, and you can.
I got it. Can't say that on radio, sir.
No question, he's still telling the story.
Yeah.
He doesn't realize that
It's going to take 30 seconds because he hears it in their radio. It's going to take 30 seconds. What happened?
He's going to miss a couple of birthdays.
Yeah, then he's going to go, oh.
So it
I
looks
cursed
like,
on the air for the 95th time tonight.
Yeah, so the eye is currently over. It looks like a Brevard, right?
Yeah, well,
if I'm reading that correctly.
Well, that's future wind.
Okay, yeah.
From the look of it on my weather app, the eye is still it's like just south of Kissimmee. It's getting ready to cross into Kissimmee right now.
Tomorrow when we fire the show up, it'll be out of Florida.
It'll be out.
It'll be gone out of Florida.
And God willing, I mean, this will
be raining, but it'll be out of there.
I mean, but you're right. All the live shots they're showing of Daytona now, we did have a few folks text us at 77031 in South Daytona saying that power has been out since 6:30 yesterday evening. Power just went out in, Osteen, power went out at 7. Glad for batteries and real radio. So
Osteen's out of power, huh? That's not far from me either. God,
Yeah.
I don't know how we're managing that to stay to have power. My wife would tell me immediately. Trust me, if the power went out, it would be immediate. She did something smart. She went into the bedroom, and because of the way our house is designed, we have an AC for the bedroom unit, right? And she went in there and she goes, I'm turning that down to like 40. Just get it as cold as possible in there in case the power goes out. She'll have comfort at least for a little while.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're going to have to wear a lot of stuff. But
no, it doesn't get that cold. She turns it down like 60.
I mean, Mills Air be ripping.
Yeah.
So, in other words, with that eye wall and those embedded thunderstorms, the next hour and a half could be a little dicey. But then after that, hopefully the worst of it will be over.
Yeah, I just got a text and said that between 2 and 3 is supposed to be the worst. I told my wife, I said, look, between 2 and 4 a.m. is going to tell the story of how we are going to deal with this. Between that, if we can get past that without any tree downing or power loss or anything like that,
during the Ross Padgett show.
I was just about to say, at least we know we will have the most up-to-date and succinct, concise information possible than during the 3 to 5 a.m. Ross Padgett show.
I'm doing you
RP
guys a
Live.
favor by letting you guys know it will not be good.
You should never do that. You should never go into anything saying it's not going to be good.
That's why I'm not going into it.
Yeah, because
He does have a good point.
You're not doing it?
I have never said yes. I also haven't said a direct no.
Okay.
It was just going to be a game time at 3 a.m.
That's what management loves. No answer. Non-committal.
Game time. Make you wait. Last minute.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that.
Hey, I'm a medium maybe on
yeah.
this, so I can let you know like 5 minutes before.
It's not going to be good.
All right, 407-916-1041.
They just lost power at Wasson's.
Oh, did they really?
Did they really?
Yeah, C-Lane. They had a backup system, but C-Lane's there now.
I called in a favor to God.
Big believer. That guy.
Gotta be cool with me, bro.
God.
Gotta be cool with me. I got favors. People owe me. I did some stuff when I was young that I'm not proud of. It's gonna pay me off when I'm older.
It really worked out for you in the end.
It really has, except for the hair.
What
that
hair?
one I can't figure
Was
out.
that the trade-off?
All right, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. So tomorrow, I guess, we'll just be kind of assessing the damage in Central Florida. The winds would have died down. The rain will still be there, but it won't be as driving as it is now outside. And boy, it is coming down out there. So we'll have a better idea of, what we can talk about. Of course, all the shows before us will cover as much as possible, but we'll do what we can when we get on the air tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
But, again, officials are asking, just please don't go out when it's still raining and wind. Just kind of wait till you're given the all clear. Even if you haven't lost power,
right? Yeah,
you still don't know what or any hazards could be around, and you don't want to be one of those people.
Deborah, I was watching. I was on TikTok this earlier, and I rolled across this video, and it was a fireman down in South Florida, And he says, this is why you don't go out after hurricanes. And you look over and you're like, okay, well, there's a power line there and it's smoking. And I was like, well, of course you don't go near that. That's a smoking power line. But what you didn't see is the line was barely laying up against a sign, like a sign, it was a yield sign or something right there on the side of the road.
Right.
And it electrified the sign, and it was smoking down where it went into the ground. But if you didn't know that, it looked like a regular sign. It goes, there's thousands of volts running through that thing right now. If you'd have just walked over and touched that sign, it would have dropped you immediately.
See, and that's what's so scary is that, you don't know what's waiting around in the water, the puddles, the trees.
And you think if the power line is down, it's out. That's the thing that's the worst thing. It's like, oh, it's down, so that means it must be out. I know my power goes out when they're down, so it must be out.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work like that all the time.
No, it doesn't.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031.
You sure you want to do that?
You're going to do what?
Are you sure you want to do that?
Do what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, I thought you were taking another call.
Oh, no, I'm not going to. Hey, James, how are you? Welcome to the show.
We're good.
I'm right here.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
I'm right here.
Turn down your radio, James.
All right. I got you.
Has he said a word yet?
Yeah, he's like, I'm here.
I was talking to him. He seemed pretty banged up.
Yeah.
You got it. We're good.
You're faded, aren't you?
So, James, what you been doing tonight, buddy?
Oh, watching y'all.
Watching us? That's cool, man. You having some drinks tonight?
One or two.
What'd you have tonight? What are you drinking tonight, buddy? We're not mad at you.
I can't tell you right.
You mean you physically can't tell me?
Yeah, no, I can't. A little Seagram 7.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. A little Seagram 7. That's nice.
Good.
All right. What'd you mix with that? A little 7-Up in there? Maybe a little Sprite or something?
No. Straight up.
Straight up, huh?
Whoa.
Straight Seagram.
Yep.
That's a good one, yeah. Right out of the handle, huh?
Yeah. No. I poured in a shot glass.
Yeah. Nice, buddy. All right.
How many shots?
How many shots have you had, buddy? That's a good question.
3, 4
times.
5.
All right,
There
you go.
we go. That's closer.
You know you're going to run out of fingers in a minute.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Thanks for your call, man. I
Be
appreciate
safe,
it.
James.
All right, 407-916. He goes, I guess I did 10.
3.
I don't got nothing else to talk to.
4 times 5.
Yeah, there you go. He's good.
He is doing real good. I want us to be James good.
Ross texts his name up there. He goes, James. What's he want to talk about? Pretty banged up.
Yeah. I asked him.
That's his description. Pretty banged up. That's what he wants to talk about, is just being pretty banged up.
Wasted.
Good
He
for
was,
you, buddy. I'm jealous of you, buddy.
So we all are.
When I asked him, I said, "What do you want to talk about?" He goes, "I don't know. What do you want to talk about?"
Right to the top.
My favorite part was, hey, James, how you doing? I'm here. What do you want to talk about? I'm here. All right, we got it, buddy. You're here. That's good.
That's someone who is leaning forward, just trying.
Oh
to...
yeah. That's the guy. That's the guy who walks by just getting his weight going forward, then chasing himself.
His head is pulling him.
Right, exactly. That's what he does.
And his feet are trying to catch up.
It's like a baby giraffe. He's just like, let's just get this weight going forward. Then if I catch up to it, I'll be standing.
Heavy as the crown.
That's right.
Running like Naruto.
He is the king.
I've been there. I've done that. I did that sober.
We've all done.
I'm dead serious.
The zombie gravity walk?
Yeah. You ever trip, fall, but it takes like 4 seconds longer than it should?
Oh, my God, man.
Those are the funniest when you're like, oh, I know I'm going down, but I'm still going to give it an eye of the tiger.
Your
fight.
jeans are too tight. You can't get that knee up quick enough, so you just eat it for no reason. And then you have to explain why you're just on your knees in jeans.
I think those are the funniest falls.
They are.
The ones that should have happened a long time ago, but I'm still stumbling.
And even it looks dumb.
Oh, that's why when you land, the first thing you do is either laugh or stand up and give a bow.
You got to look around, right?
Give it a score. 10.
All right. 407-916-1041. We got phones are crazy tonight. And this, honestly, this is one of the things I remember that was so cool about overnight radio. Because, I mean, it is the Wild West. I mean, there's just people out there just going.
Well, you're talking to third shifters. You're talking to the people that morning, midday, and afternoon radio really don't. They can never connect with. Their shift doesn't line up with it.
Man, if this was this would be the witching hour for the hospitality industry.
Oh yeah,
They get out of there
the
2
witching
o'clock.
hour. Oh yeah,
yeah, and just go crazy.
That's right.
All right, 407-916-1041. Let's go to Ashbone. How you doing, Ashbone? Welcome to the show.
It's Ash Bomb. Like the bomb, like Ash Bomb.
God, I almost just hung up on you for that. I just felt like I wanted to do
sorry.
that. So what's going on? Ashbone.
Bomb.
Like the bomb.
Well, I've been watching News Junkie. I've been watching y'all. Y'all been keeping me entertained by myself with my dog. And I actually was born in Fort Myers.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Raised in Port Charlotte and Englewood.
Bad news.
Where it hit the most.
Bad news
Yeah,
down there, buddy. Ah, man, the video out of there is absolutely awful. Stop right there for a second. Let me ask these guys something. What kind of dog do you think Ashbone has? Don't say anything, Ash.
Catahoula.
For short, we've known each other a minute now. What do you think there, Ross?
Yorkie.
What do you
really?
think?
You're going with a small dog vibe?
Yeah.
What do you think, Jack? What kind of dog do you think Ash has?
That would be a Shar-Pei.
A Shar-Pei, which I hear is the worst breed you can own.
Just because they're a fighting dog, so you got to be prepared for that. I'm going to hope that Ash Bomb is a girl after my own heart and has a big male golden retriever.
A big male golden retriever. I think it is some kind of doodle. I'll go a doodle something.
A cheese doodle.
Well, DeVasquez?
Your dog's
What do you
name.
say?
Your dog's name is Damascus.
Oh, definitely a Shar-Pei.
No.
Nailed it.
I said, did Ross guess?
Oh, yeah.
He did. He guessed Yorkie.
Yeah. Damascus.
All y'all wrong.
What do you got?
It's a mutt. It's like a pit bull. I don't know. It's actually my sister's dog. So.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a bully breed.
He's just hanging out with me.
What do you do, Ash?
I actually work in the school system.
Doing what?
I'm a 7th grade secretary.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
Oh,
so I
middle
deal with
school.
the
You mean
best
Oh, yeah.
children
That's
in the
tough.
entire planet.
That's tough.
You're in the 7th grade?
No. No, I work with them.
Okay, good.
I'm disciplinarian with
All
them.
right.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
I bet you're busy.
Mhm.
Yeah, disciplinarian.
You sound tough.
Very.
All right, buddy.
Very busy.
Well, look, man, thanks for calling. We appreciate it very much.
Thanks,
Have yourself
Ash
a
Bomb.
wonderful evening. Ash.
Bomb.
Interesting name. It's in.
Ross,
You
what do you, hold on,
You
stop,
get more
stop.
interesting names in the overnight.
You do,
don't you?
apparently.
Ross, what are you laughing at? I feel like something is happening that I don't know about, which I love, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah, you thought her
I absolutely
dog's
love that. That's my favorite thing in the
like
world.
root canal.
Yeah.
You thought her dog's name was Damascus.
That was a woman?
Yes. Oh, come on.
What? Okay, I'm lost.
And I'm still laughing.
Did Ross guess you thought was Damascus?
Yeah, I just thought that was very funny that you went, your dog's name is Damascus?
You knew she was saying, did Ross guess?
Buddy, I didn't know it was a she. Okay, so you can't have
We
me on
know
the
that.
dog thing.
Yeah,
I was,
you did know she was a
no,
she.
No, despite Deb telling you and referring to her as a she, you kept saying buddy. And that told me, I'm like, oh, he has no idea.
And then
I'm sorry. Is Ashbone automatically chick? I don't know that.
But Ash
I've never
Bomb
heard the
is.
name Ashbomb, Bone, Barn. I don't know. I had no idea that was a female. I am sorry.
I even said I hope she's a girl after my own heart and has a big male golden retriever.
I thought you were joking.
Well, no, obviously.
Your dog's name is Damascus?
Man,
No.
you haven't
did
gotten a lot
Ross
of gender
guess?
right this evening. This is disconcerting.
Listen, you want to take a break where you can take a mini nap?
He needs something.
I didn't realize I was that forceful with Ash regarding the dog, her dog. I had no idea.
You even said that you established nicknames. You're like, we know each other now.
Yeah, that was Ash. But there are men.
You know each other so well.
Look, man, you can't tell anymore. I mean, Ash could be a boy's name easily.
Certainly, you're right.
Right.
You're
Asher
right.
is a boy's name. I didn't know. I thought it was just an effeminate male. I mean, I'm honest. I'm being dead honest with you.
No,
I had
know,
no
I'm just-
idea. And I'm not trying to be offensive to the person either. I promise you I'm not. I just did not know.
I'm just thinking about Aiden or whatever. Aiden, and now we've got Ash Bomb. We've just, we're killing the A's, guys. Let's
All right.
start working on the B's.
All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a sec.
Stay up to date before, during, and after the storm. RealRadio.fm/storm.
This is an FNN News Alert. Hurricane Ian now at a Category 1 storm with winds at 90 miles per hour, moving north-northeast at about 8 miles per hour. The storm is 70 miles south of Orlando. Tropical storm warning for South Florida has been discontinued. The hurricane watch for Lake Okeechobee has been discontinued. Hurricane warning and storm surge warning still in effect for Tampa Bay. Mayor Jane Castor says even though they dodged a direct hit,
that we're not out of the woods yet because we're still going to see 18 to 20 inches of rainwater coming in later this evening. Going to see downed trees. We're going to see flooding. We're going to see power outages. So please, please do not let your guard down now.
Police Chief Mary O'Connor asking those who evacuated not to go back, and those who did not leave, heed the warnings and not venture out aside emergency crews trying to get around. There's the danger of downed power lines and unknown depths of the waters covering roadways. This has been an FNN News Alert. I'm Kimba Tyler.
Now you can get generic Viagra shipped to your door for about $2 a pill. Get the same impact for less. Call Steel Man Pills now and get the same blue pill for about $2 a pill. Call now for the 50 pill special and save even more. Plus, get a free bonus.
800-993-1358. 800-993-1358. That's 800-993-1358.
Did you know you can get cash fast when you sell your car with CarSaver.com at Walmart? Just enter your car's details, get a real cash offer, and get paid. Don't wait. Get max value for your car today at Walmart's CarSaver.com. That's CarSaver.com.
Tools Ace Hardware has been helping Central Florida during hurricane season for almost 40 years. They have everything you need to prepare your home before a storm hits and supplies for recovering after the storm passes. Get your propane tanks refilled, purchase batteries and flashlights, sandbags, gas can, tarps, fasteners, and expert advice. Plus, they have Yeti coolers and Big Green Egg charcoal grills in case your power goes out. Visit one of their 9 steel service centers to get that chainsaw ready for work. It's Tools Ace Hardware, here to help with 11 locations. Find yours at toolsacehardware.com.
Hi, I'm Mandy Moore. We can do great things when we stand together. Stand Up to Cancer is closer than ever before to achieving its mission to make every cancer patient into a long-term survivor. So get on board and stand up to cancer with us. To learn more about how you can support this groundbreaking effort and get Advantage miles, go to standuptocancer.org/American Airlines.
Add the hottest ticket to your family's wish list. Trans-Siberian Orchestra live in concert with 2 shows Saturday, December 17th at Amway Center. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Trans-Siberian Orchestra's The Ghost of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO, and more.
Sunset Walk presents the Best of Challenge Signature Edition Saturday, October 1st at the Promenade. Join me and the rest of the Jim Colbert Show as we host the Best of Challenge. 13 venues competing to be crowned the best signature dish of Sunset Walk. Participants include Euphoria, Rock and Brews, BR77, and The Wharf. VIP tasting tickets on sale now at sunsetwalk.com. Spectators absolutely free. Plus, DJ Scotty B, the Jacqueline Hayden Band, Street Performers, Street Market, and Car Show. It's the Best of Challenge Signature Edition, Saturday, October 1st at Sunset Walk.
Stop avoiding your erectile dysfunction issue. Peak Performance for Men is offering their best offer yet. Call today to book your free consultation and free blood flow evaluation. Peak Performance for Men helps over 80% of men who receive the treatment experience long-term improvement. All it takes is one phone call for a free consult. Call 407-464-8181. That's 407-464-8181.
Here's a top move for hiring a divorce attorney. See how they look and handle themselves on video or audio. Chances are that's them at their best, with editing, setup, and multiple takes. The courtroom is live. Mediation is live. Make sure your divorce lawyer is going to make you look good. At Trenley Kramer Law, we handle family law and divorce. TK Law, one firm for life.com.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
sponsored by the Florida Army National Guard, aired by the Florida Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Everything you love at PDQ is now available in Winter Garden. From hand-breaded chicken tenders and chef-inspired signature sauces to handcrafted sandwiches, PDQ is just made better with 9 Orlando area locations, including now open in Winter Garden.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search the Jim Colbert Show.
My goodness, I thought it was Angelique's corner, but I get it. But no, you guys have been rocking it all night.
I think we're talking to the same guy
shift,
over and over.
And I get it. Man, you guys rock. I love you guys.
Thank you, buddy.
And just keep it up.
Thank you, bud.
Love y'all.
Thank you, buddy. God, I love the Eurythmics. They're so good.
Do you remember she used to have to prove she was a female?
Yeah.
before?
When you said, do you remember, I'm like, that she had to go through some awful things.
Yeah, exactly, just to be allowed in the United States.
Yeah. One of the great voices of the 80s that really not gets buried, but God, this band is so good. You hear their catalog and you're like, yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah.
That's a hit. That's a hit. Different texture song. Dave Stewart was a genius, really. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack.
Hi.
And Ross.
Bringing her on home.
Hey, are you doing any stand-up this weekend?
From 3 to 5.
I'm doing stand-up, was supposed to be tonight.
Oh, yeah?
But hurricane happened.
Oh, that got postponed.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, stand-up show, I don't know, give me 20 seconds.
Yeah, sure. We are still having the Margaritaville event. If you are out there listening and you want to do something very cool with the show or meet us, you can do that. Margaritaville Resort, the Sunset Walk there at the Promenade. That's where we're having our big gig coming Saturday, 12 until 3. It is the Best of Challenge signature dish. 13 restaurants there at the Promenade putting out what they think is their best dish. You pay $20 and tell them if they're right. It's that simple, really. You get to try all the dishes, and the food you get not only is amazing, but you get tons and tons of food. Tons of stuff to do, live music, DJ will be there, car show. They're always a blast. It's going to be perfect weather. I know it doesn't seem like it now, but the weather is going to be perfect. There are about 100 tickets left. SunsetWalk.com. We certainly hope to see you. And, of course, when we tee it up again at 3 o'clock this afternoon, we'll be looking for our next listener contestant, or last, actually, to cook against the other two and make us the best grilled cheese sandwich possible to win a very cool prize.
If you've never been, it's super easy to get to. It's where the 429 meets 192, right? The resort is there. You have the Margaritaville Resort, and then in front of that is the Sunset Walk Promenade with all the shops and the restaurants, and that's where we will be.
Mm-hmm.
And then right next to that is the H2O Water Park. So all those 3 entities are all in that one area, and that's where we will be Saturday from noon to 3.
Super easy to park. You park and literally walk just a few feet, and you're right there in the event. It's not like, parking, taking a tram or anything.
Right.
You can really be a part of it. So I hope to see you again at sunsetwalk.com. Grab your tickets. They are moving fast. Yes, stand-up friend.
Yeah, next weekend on the 7th, I'm actually filming like a really cool little comedy internet special for Don't Tell Comedy.
Oh, yeah, cool.
That's somewhat of a private event. I just wanted to cash in on the brownie points because it's a small achievement.
Yeah. That's like a dry bar comedy thing?
Yeah, like a really kind of smaller version of that.
That's cool.
High-quality video. But then on the 8th, I'm going to be out in Metro West doing, they turned Bloodhound Brew into a little comedy venue. And I was like, absolutely, this wedding is not going to pay itself.
Right, yeah,
and then on the 14th and 15th, I'm in New Smyrna at Madcap's Comedy Club, and then on the 22nd, I'm getting married.
There you go, buddy.
Oh,
that's right.
wow.
I know that was wordy, but I knew it was going to pay off.
Ross Paget Comedy on all social media platforms. You can find everything there. Very good, man. We got a busy month.
Yeah, busy month. And it all starts this weekend. Margaritaville.
That's right.
Best of Challenge.
407-916-1041. We should be getting some updated information here soon, right? 3 o'clock is when that comes out, or is it 2?
It's every 3 hours, so it should be 2, yeah.
So we should be getting some new details here soon.
Fox 35 is our broadcast partner, and that's who we have on right now. If you want to turn those guys on, that way when we comment, you can have the same thing on your television as well. And we have had these guys. They've been such a great partner. Ian Cassette and Jamie King have both dropped by on the show to give us updates of what we can expect. And, of course, we're expecting it right now. It's right on top of us, basically. The next 2 hours are going to be important to the damage that you see in Central Florida, by wind and stuff. I think past 4 or 5 o'clock, I think it's supposed to kind of move on down the road, and we will see less wind, less powerful wind, and that's really what you want. You don't want those gusts.
So for that 2 a.m. update, Jimmy, you are seeing maximum sustained winds of 75 miles per hour. The movement now is northeast at 9 miles per hour, so that's how fast it's going.
Yeah, but it picked up a mile from the last time when it was only going 8.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Yeah, if you go to realradio.fm/storm, the latest update is always, that latest tracking map is always at the top of the page, and then, some local hurricane-related stories beneath.
And here's the best news. Ian expected to emerge over the Atlantic waters later today.
Yeah, nice.
See ya.
There you go. Get the hell out of Dodge.
Bye-bye.
Wow, that's way faster than I thought. We thought, and it's staying south really does help out a lot of people. Of course, our sympathy goes to everybody in Melbourne and Cocoa Beach that are dealing with, and all the assorted beaches up and down that area, Satellite and stuff. But as it rolled through Florida, it was going to go out Daytona. It would have affected so many more people.
Well, prior to that, it was supposed to Orlando, and then kind of really tacked right towards Jacksonville.
Yeah, just go up
and just stay over land.
Right,
and the other thing too, hopefully there's going to be none of the really bad weather or destruction over in Brevard and Volusia counties, but with all of this rain that Central Florida received over the last several weeks, really the Space Coast was one of the areas that didn't get to share in a lot of that abundance. So they were really kind of like, hey, send some of that rain over here.
That'd be nice.
So maybe Ian can help with some of those rainfall deficits on the Space Coast.
Yeah, Ross, somebody just texted in and said, let's go XRP. I know that it looks like that possibly crypto is making a little bit of a move. I saw that things are solidifying a little bit. Did we get an update on where we are with our investments?
Oh, dude. I mean,
I forgot about that money.
Last time it's a massive gray cloud wherever I walk.
Last time we spoke, it was down a little. And by a little.
Can you reset this? This is $500 that you decided Russ was having a real hot week.
Well, all he talked about when the show first started was crypto. Crypto this, crypto that. You got to get in, Jim. You got to get in.
It was before the show started.
And I said, well, I don't know anything about it. I'm not going to download one of those apps. I don't want it stealing my soul and selling it to China.
But it's in the fine print.
Right. I didn't want to do that. So I was like, well, I'll just give you $500. You can invest it the way you see clear, and then we'll find out how those stocks operate over the next couple of years. I mean, theoretically, by now, that 500 should be like, maybe, what, 12?
Jim, sometimes you get a good idea.
3 years in the market, right? It's been 3 years in the market? That money's been in the market for 3 years?
Not about 3 years. Jack,
you said before
agree.
the show, we've been on 2018.
But no, well, I got into crypto before the show, and then we're talking about stocks.
Stocks you started, yeah.
Oh,
you
I
became a day trader.
And this was
about a year ago.
Definitely way after GameStop.
Okay.
Like way after, probably like 4 months.
So where are
you?
we?
Gave me $500. You're probably down like 40.
What? How much?
40.
40 what?
Am I down $440?
You're not down. No.
No, I think you said you have $45.
You're not saying words, Ross.
How much do I have left?
I would say you probably roughly have like 260.
Oh, that's not bad.
260.
That's not bad.
You're down 240.
Still has time to come back.
But the problem is
the company's burned down?
Is that, first of all,
they're out of business?
Whatever you're down, your boy's also down.
Really?
Oh, yeah. We did this duet together.
All right. How much are you down?
The same amount.
Oh, really?
I guess I just did the same exact.
Oh, okay.
Things that I would have.
like you're in it together.
Is there
like a dance.
Is there proof of that, or are you just saying that so he's not mad at you?
No, I have it all.
Is there no chance for that for those stocks to bounce back? Is it looking bleak?
I know it's definitely looking bleak.
We should cash out
You
now?
know what's one of the worst parts too is that
losing $250.
No.
Oh, it's different than that.
Is that it's actually we lost more than $250.
Okay, so are you supposed to be making me feel better?
Yeah, I'm trying.
That's a step backwards.
Is that there was a massive step forward. At its highest, it was probably kissing $850.
So we could have sold it then and made $350. We just opted to stay in for the long runs to hit that real big spike.
And that's but this is a very, very long run. You got to believe in me.
I mean, I do. I mean, what am I going to do? Take it out now and lose $250? I mean, it's not costing me anything to keep it in there, so I might as well just do that.
I'm just saying. I think 2023, good year for us.
Yeah, really? No recession in sight, huh?
Yeah, no. Not even a sniff.
Not
of
even
it.
a sniff of a recession in sight? Okay, good.
But yeah, it's not doing great, and I'm sorry.
Speaking of not doing great, downtown St. Augustine, now under at least 3 feet of water.
Wow, really again?
And the bayfront waves are slamming over the seawall, and unfortunately, flooding is expected to rise even more with high tide.
Wow, man.
And this is an area that, again, isn't under a direct hit from this storm. It's just all that wraparound surge and wind and rain. 3 feet of water, and so many places in St. Augustine had just finished repairs after, I believe it was Michael.
Wow,
Or Irma.
That came up the coast, Michael. And if you were on like the waterfront there and the buildings there and the walls, they mark where that water line was.
We
like
stayed
6
in that.
feet high.
We stayed in that suite. That suite that plaque is on at that hotel is the one we stayed at.
Yeah.
I told you. I walked out, and as I'm walking up, I saw this plaque which is face high, and it said. And it had a little thing on it. It said, "This is where the water was when that tide came in or whatever, and it flooded all of St. George Avenue, the whole 9 yards."
Oh my, it's my favorite.
I am going to check because our buddy at See America Tours, Scotty York, he has a live webcam down in St. Augustine.
I'm looking at one from about an hour ago, and that wall that you're talking about there, right by the Bridge of Lions, it has water coming over it. Now, it's not over it. It's splashing over it as the tide hits, but it's not like washing over it. I mean, you can still see the wall, but it is definitely there. And there is basically water in the streets, running in the street.
3 feet already.
Man, oh, man. And they said they're going to expect worse because the way it is now, the good thing is it's going straight out and not up. If it was going up, it would be a disaster up there. Like even more so.
You guys want to call Scott Maxwell?
We're doing that at 2:30.
My bad.
Oh, yeah, there it is, the same exact Hilton. That's exactly the same one. Oh, my God almighty. Look at that. Unbelievable. Again, that same exact hotel. That's it. Wow. How crazy. That's it right there.
Oh, wow.
Hurricanes are going to hurricane.
Like, that's the legit suite right there we were in. Wow, that's so unbelievable. Yeah, that's hurricanes are going to hurricane. And I don't know when that tide is. What is the high tide in St. Augustine? Did you say it was coming?
No, just that the flooding is expected to get worse with high tide.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Deb, are we aware of any possible, future storms after this? Is there a Chapter 2, Chapter 3 to this?
Actually, excuse me, the National Hurricane Center, and this is, nhc.noaa.gov is really a good site because there is a number 11 out there that looks like it's still fairly far out in the Atlantic, and I haven't seen or heard, because all of the discussion has been on Ian, but yeah, this is the Cape Verde season, as they call it. This is the hurricanes rolling off the coast of Africa season. Right. 11. So let me see what they're saying for Tropical Depression 11.
All right, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Can't wait for this weekend. Super excited about it. When I saw the storm coming, I'm like, oh, come on. We'd plan this gig. We want to make sure this gig happens. And then, of course, this Saturday, we're going to do that for sure. Love it. Can't wait. It's almost surreal that it's going to happen considering what it looks like outside right now.
And here's good news. Tropical Depression 11 looks like if it turns into anything, it's just going to be a fish storm.
A little.
Which means it's only a concern for shipping.
Yeah.
For shipping companies and such.
And something for cruise lines to avoid.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Sea Lane's going on a cruise on Saturday.
I think Sea Lane's already on that cruise.
Yeah. I think you're right.
He's on the Lido deck.
He's Lido somewhere.
I can't wait, man. I've got mine in November, and we're going on that gigantic one, that new one. We booked it like months and months ago. It's the Wonder of the Seas, I believe. Royal Caribbean.
All right. Are you going to go on a slide on the ship?
Yeah, they have, it's just bananas. But my favorite thing to do is do that that wave, what's it called?
Flow Rider.
Yeah, the Flow Rider. Oh God, that thing is so much. You have to book it. You have to book it before you get on the cruise.
Wow.
It's so popular that every single time slot availability for that thing is taken all 7 days. That's how popular. And they have 2 of them. And it is perpetual. It never stops running. And it's not easy.
It's a new ship, so I'm sure it's got some different offerings. Are you into zip lining? Are you a zip line
They have
guy?
a zip line thing.
Yeah, they have to.
I don't know if I'll do the ship zip line, but where we stop, there's like one of it's called the pterodactyl or whatever. It's in the tarantula or something. It's in Haiti. It's the one I did before with my fam. They couldn't believe I even did it. Huh?
Labadee?
Yeah, Labadee, yeah. That is it called the scorpion or tarantula or something?
I don't remember the name. I remember that was an awesome zip line. No.
I'll give you an idea that it's a zip line ride that takes like 11 minutes.
Yeah, but there's several because my whole family, we did it, and we were all like lined
In a
up
row.
next
We
to
raced,
each other.
right, same here.
And I remember I had a GoPro, and I looked at my daughter. I saw, because I was watching my daughter go, her hair was flying. I mean, and I had a GoPro. I'm like, this is awesome. I got this amazing shot. We get down, and it's like I'm on the beach, and I go, and it's like corrupt file.
Oh.
No.
Oh, man.
We go again.
The weird thing about that trip is this. So, Haiti is a poor country, right? And they've dealt with some awful natural disasters. One of the worst humanity.
Yes.
That earthquake in Haiti it killed 80,000 people or something. It was just insane, right? So when you pull into this resort on the side of Labadee, Haiti, it's this private beach thing that Royal Caribbean has gone in there and made very Royal Caribbean-y, where they pull the ship up and they get you isolated in there for beach stuff and drink stuff and zip lining, all the stuff they do with tourists. It's still fun, but it's still kind of cheesy. It's fun.
You buy a baby gator head.
Oh yeah. But when you leave the resort, when you go to the zip line. Like the zip line is up on a mountain, you have to leave the resort, and there is like a Jurassic Park kind of gate there that when you leave the resort. Well, buddy, when you leave the resort, the entire gate area just on the other side is full of people waiting for you to maybe hand them some money or hand them something or whatever, just whatever. And the year we went, we couldn't, or we were there, we went twice. The first year we went, we couldn't go because they wouldn't let the tour bus pass to go up to they wanted to get paid. They were trying to extort the tour bus out of money. So they just shut the gate and said, no more rides.
And I didn't even know you've been to Haiti.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't count. It's
yeah,
not. You can say you went. Yeah, I was on Haitian land, but nothing I saw was even near Haitian.
It's like going to Disney World and telling people, "Oh, I went to Orlando."
Exactly. Yeah. Or going to Epcot and say, "Man, I love Mexico. It's right across the street from Switzerland. It was great." I mean, it's not even remotely the experience. That's why when we went to the Bahamas years ago, we stopped going to the tourist places, and when we took our kids, we would go. I told you the most fun we ever had at any of those trips. We were in the Bahamas. We get into the island. I've got all my kids with me, all 4 of them. They're all in their teens, young teens, 12, 13 years old, 14 years old. And I'm like, look, where can we go to get an authentic experience? We've done all this like 5 times now. Nobody wants to go to the straw market anymore, any of that stuff. And he says, man, get in this cab and let them take you around to this point over here. They do a Junkanoo?
Mm-hmm.
Junkanoo. They do a Junkanoo parade every day, and there's a fish shack over there, blah, 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 blah. And we did. We got in this rickety-ass cab, and they drove us. And I looked at my wife about halfway through, and I said, maybe this wasn't a good idea.
This feels
it's
sounds
shaky,
like
right?
the opposite of the gym that we know.
I get it. And I was surprised. So we get in this beat-up minivan. They take us over this area. And you know what we wound up doing? It was a concrete pier that they had decommissioned. So there's no ships go there anymore. But it was this beautiful blue water, 10 feet deep off the end of this concrete slab pier. And my kids sat all day. All we did is throw our kids off of this pier into the water. And we were the only white people there by a million. And it was the greatest. It was so much fun. After that, went to the little fish shack, got some food. They had a little parade that came through with local, like commissioners and stuff like that with live music. It was wonderful. Wonderful. I think the entire day was like $150.
And where was that? That was
in the Bahamas.
Bahamas.
Yeah. We did that in Mexico once, too. That was equally as shaky. Went behind the tourist areas, like in one of what's the big stop in Mexico?
Cancun?
Yeah, one of those. Not
Cozumel.
Cancun, Cozumel. and went behind all of the little bar areas into the neighborhood, just wandered to the neighborhood and started eating food and drinking shots off people's front porches.
And that didn't work out.
That worked out great. That was great as well. It was awesome. Had a good time. I wouldn't do that now, though, buddy. I wouldn't step foot in Mexico right now.
Well, you haven't been to Europe.
I haven't been to Europe. I'm going next year.
Can't wait.
I can't either.
God,
Austria.
You got your passport?
Yeah.
Because you're afraid of driving, so this is why
I love to drive.
You love to drive. You're afraid of having somebody else drive.
Other countries?
Yeah, I've not driven in other countries. I've not driven. Oh, well, I drove in Canada.
Other side of the road?
It doesn't
I've
count.
not done that. Have you done that?
No, I've driven in Canada.
Have you driven on the other side of the road, Deb? You were.
I've driven in Canada, but no, I won't drive.
You won't do that?
No, because I don't want to deal with that. That's not to me a part of the vacation. And when I was in England, my ex-husband drove.
Drove all the time, yeah.
So he knew the rules.
All right, 407-916, yes.
The downside seems a bit steep.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, for making a mistake.
Yeah, I would just Uber.
Hey, this is a novelty. Let's try this.
Especially like in England where there are no emergency shoulders. I mean, that's where more people are killed in car accidents because, there is no emergency shoulders. So there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to safely exit your vehicle. And so if you don't know the roads and then you don't have that emergency space that we're used to on American roads, it's usually a recipe for disaster.
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Take a little break. More of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Coverage of Hurricane Ian on Real Radio 104.1 is brought to you by Air Quality Assessors. Get your home inspected immediately after the storm. Indoor moisture mapping, engineering, roof inspection, and water and mold testing. We bill directly to insurance and no money out of your pocket. Air Quality Assessors, 1-844-CALL-AQA.
This is an FNN News Alert. Hurricane Ian now at a Category 1 storm with winds at 90 miles per hour, moving north-northeast at about 8 miles per hour. The storm is 70 miles south of Orlando. Tropical storm warning for South Florida has been discontinued. The hurricane watch for Lake Okeechobee has been discontinued. Hurricane warning and storm surge warning still in effect for Tampa Bay. Mayor Jane Castor says even though they dodged a direct hit,
Is that we're not out of the woods yet because we're still going to see 18 to 20 inches of rainwater coming in later this evening. Going to see downed trees. We're going to see flooding. We're going to see power outages. So please, please do not let your guard down now.
Police Chief Mary O'Connor asking those who evacuated not to go back and those who did not leave heed the warnings and not venture out aside emergency crews trying to get around. There's the danger of downed power lines and unknown depths of the waters covering roadways. This has been an FNN News Alert. I'm Kimba Tyler.
The can't-miss music event of the year is coming to the CW.
The 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Featuring once-in-a-lifetime performances from the biggest superstars in all of music.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's up, Vegas? Make some noise! I don't know if y'all ready for this.
All hosted by Ryan Seacrest from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Don't miss our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
October 7th and 8th at 8 p.m. on the CW.
Tools Ace Hardware has been helping Central Florida during hurricane season for almost 40 years. They have everything you need to prepare your home before a storm hits and supplies for recovering after the storm passes. Get your propane tanks refilled, purchase batteries and flashlights, sandbags, gas can, tarps, fasteners, and expert advice. Plus, they have Yeti coolers and Big Green Egg charcoal grills in case your power goes out. Visit one of their 9 steel service centers to get that chainsaw ready for work. It's Tools Ace Hardware, here to help with 11 locations. Find yours at toolsacehardware.com.
Stop avoiding your erectile dysfunction issue. Peak Performance for Men is offering their best offer yet. Call today to book your free consultation and free blood flow evaluation. Peak Performance for Men helps over 80% of men who receive the treatment experience long-term improvement. All it takes is one phone call for a free consult. Call 407-464-8181. That's 407-464-8181.
Having trouble with your AC? Call our friends at Mills Air, 407-277-1159. With 30 years of experience, they can certainly help you out. Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. Family owned and operated, it's millsair.com.
Looking for cheap flights or cheap tickets? Call the low-cost airline travel hotline now for prices so low we can't publish them anywhere. We'll even save you money with cheap travel deals on hotels, rental cars, even complete travel packages. Call us first for the absolute cheapest prices on U.S. and international airline tickets and hotels. 800-303-3398. 800-303-3398. That's 800-303-3398.
Hi, are you a paver sealer, brick paver, painter, landscaper, or kitchen remodel company that could use more quality leads? Are you getting concerned you're not booked out 3 months? With the RSVP mailer, your postcard is delivered to over 120,000 Central Florida affluent homes. Top neighborhoods like Windermere, Winter Park, Winter Garden, Lake Mary, Longwood, and the Villages. High-income homeowners have the money to spend. Kitchen and bathroom remodeling, flooring, restaurants, pools, windows, fence builders, and tree trimmers. Don't just get your share, dominate the market. It's this simple. Send us your logo and website. We have designers to create a winning postcard. Work with the high-dollar homeowners you crave. Finish 2022 strong. Call RSVP Central Florida now. 407-636-7200. That's 407-636-7200. Or click rsvporlando.com. That's RSVP Central Florida at 407-636-7200. Or online at rsvporlando.com.
Come back to the ultimate rock Christmas tradition. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert. 2 shows. Saturday, December 17th, Amway Center. Millions have made this their must-see holiday event of the season. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Trans-Siberian Orchestras, the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO, and more.
The podcast In Trust tells the story of a system that stripped oil and land wealth from the Osage Nation, dollar by dollar, acre by acre, over the course of a century, and how the Osage Nation is working to get it back.
I don't get it. I don't understand why the management of these resources is kept a secret from the beneficiaries.
Listen to In Trust on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Tobacco-Free Florida knows how hard it is to quit nicotine, which is why we offer different quit options to choose from for free, like 24/7 quit coaches available over the phone, free online resources, and free 2-week starter kits of quit aids. We're even experimenting with 80s pop music.
You know it's time, no more cigarettes and you'll be fine. A full commitment to quit is the plan. Time to get the pack out your hand. It's the perfect time for you to quit and say, I'm giving you up, giving you up, giving you up. I'm letting you go, I'm letting you never come back to smoke. I'll never come, never come back to smoke. I'll never come back. I'm giving you up, giving you up, giving you up. I'm letting you go, I'm letting you never come back to smoke. I'll never come, never come back to smoke. Never coming back.
The singing, are we 100% on that, or you're not going to use it? Good. You know, maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Hello, Mr. Colbert, Miss Deborah, Ross Pageant. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Can't sleep. Kind of hanging out, chilling on the lakefront in Sanford. Really wonderful show. I'm very introverted. It's just kind of weird. I'm surprised I'm even doing this, but hey, it's pretty cool. Thank you, and be safe. Bye-bye.
Right on, man. Thanks, buddy. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, Ross are here as well. Love this song.
Same here.
Have you guys, by any chance, I know that Deborah may watch this. I doubt you guys will. Have you, and I know you've heard of it, have you guys taken in any of the
Bachelorette?
Nope. Jeffrey Dahmer Netflix series documentary thing?
Hello, have we met?
Docuseries?
I'm Deborah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice to meet you.
How many episodes are you?
I think I'm just in 2 episodes.
So I'm gonna give you an addendum to the show. So basically, it's a Netflix. I think it's like 5 or 6 or 7 episodes. It's basically the story of Jeffrey Dahmer, how he became who he was.
It's their Conversations with a Killer series or something like that, where they did Gacy
Yeah, but this one is more. This one is more dramatic. Like they're recreating his life. Like they have actors playing him and everything like that, and then they take you through, the killings and how he turned into who he was and what drove him and stuff. And So when you watch stuff like this, you still think, like we talked about this before with people who take license with like the Jerry West thing, right? You have a real person who had that real job, and then you take license to make the story whatever you want. Even though you have a story that you could tell that's the true story, you embellish it to make it more, palatable or better or exciting or controversial, whatever the case may be. With this story, it's unique because, it's quite documented what Jeffrey Dahmer did. There were thousands of photographs that he took, Polaroid photographs, thousands of them. Matter of fact, that's how they busted him. He was one of the more sordid human beings that ever walked, right? So it's uncomfortable. When you watch it, they do such a good job that it is legitimately uncomfortable. These scenes where he's like seducing these guys, then bringing them back to his apartment, then doing all the things he does in his apartment, it makes you feel skeezy, right? Well, it makes you feel skeezy until you go to TikTok, and this girl has made a 5-part TikTok, kind of not episodic thing, because it's just a 5-part TikTok post, right? And her father worked on that case as a cop in is it Minneapolis?
No,
it was Wisconsin, right? Wisconsin,
Milwaukee.
right? Yeah, exactly. So she says, when you watch the show, understand that the show is what it is. But my father worked in this business. I worked in this business. And I've seen every possible incarnation of a murderer that you can see and all these other things, right? She's really blowing it up. She goes, but I will tell you this. I have never in my life seen anything like the Jeffrey Dahmer evidence, so much so that I had to have therapy after the fact to be able to get back to normal. That's how disturbing the things that Jeffrey Dahmer did were.
I mean, first of all, very weird that ran in the family, that they would just get into like murder, homicide, detective work.
But that's common though.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
sure it is.
A lot of cops have cop kids, and they keep that tradition going. That happens quite often. And she's probably in her, probably in her late 30s, mid to late 30s or whatever.
Probably has a little sister that doesn't connect at Thanksgiving. She just wants to, art.
And she was not into it. This was her profession. She wasn't like she wasn't a looky-loo by any means, but her dad did work on that case, and she had access to the information. And she said it wasn't even close. Like all the murderers and all the cases she had heard about or read about and had the information, the evidence from, she said it just wasn't even close to the depravity that this guy was seeking, and and how depraved he was, and how psychotic he really was. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out.
Oh, well.
What else is on television that's any good right now? Anybody watching anything good?
Ooh, yeah.
I know Jack is on a Yankees baseball watch. How many more games does Aaron Judge have to break that record?
So let's see. They finish up with Toronto. I believe it's like 7 more games.
7 more games.
And so he tied the record tonight, or I guess last night. He hit home run number 61, which ties him with Roger Maris, who did it in 1961. So he did it 61 years later.
How cool.
Roger Maris wore number 9. Aaron Judge wears 99.
How cool is that?
There's some weird parallels here.
That Kennedy Lincoln thing.
Yeah, exactly. So he has a few more games to now pass the record. He will be the American League leader. The top 3 American League home run hitters were the top 3 are Aaron Judge, Roger Maris, Babe Ruth, all Yankees. So he'll have the highest number of home runs by a hitter who is not on steroids.
Yeah, he's not 30. He's only 30 years old.
30 years old.
God, 6, 7, 8 more years of productive baseball.
That guy could whoop my ass.
Oh, he's a giant. What's he, 6'6"?
6'7".
God almighty, man. That's a monster.
Looks like a bullet wouldn't stop him.
He looks like a tight end.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he looks like. He looks like a tight end. Man, he's big. And incredible hitter. Because he hits for average as well.
He does.
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. We do have a few calls here. If you want to buzz in here on these last few minutes, we're going to be on the air until we get back on the air this afternoon at 3 o'clock.
We think Maxwell is asleep, and he didn't respond to a text.
Oh, yeah, he didn't. Yeah, because we told Scott we are going to call him, but I feel bad doing that because his wife is there.
I think this next caller might be a little intoxicated, but wanted to bring up, a very evergreen topic. Cinder on line 2.
Cinder, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Oh, not intoxicated. Come on. No. Hey, no, I was just a little off topic, but I didn't know if he found his wedding song, and there was one called Suddenly by Olivia Newton-John that I thought would be good. And the first words of the song, I thought it would be really neat, Olivia walking up to him at the reception, and the first words of the song are, she walks in, and I'm suddenly a hero.
Oh.
I mean, he got that Mills there,
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
talks about.
Makes him a hero there, Mills there.
I mean, it's just really, if you give it a listen, but then he said he picked one by Sam Cooke already.
Oh, yeah. Still, that's a goodie, though, man. Yeah. I mean, you picked a good song with Sam Cooke. Thanks, Senator. Appreciate that very much. She's really concerned about your wedding music.
Yeah, very much so. In fact, that's the one thing a lot of people have brought up to me in public.
This is the song?
No.
From Xanadu.
This is Suddenly.
She walks in, and I'm suddenly a hero.
Isn't there another Suddenly song from the 70s that's
Yeah, there's a Billy Ocean.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. Suddenly. This is the one I thought he meant. This is a banger here, dude. Oh, yeah. You can't even listen to this in the front seat. This won't even play in the front seat. Back seat, dog. Then it'll play.
I used to think that love was just a fairy tale.
Tell us, Billy.
Are you ice skating to this?
Roller skating.
Roller skating to this?
Oh, I'm skating backwards. My girl's up front.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make her do the work. What animal am I?
A reverse twerk.
Oh, yeah. Oh, staring dead into her eyes. Wondering how much money I can get from her to play Pac-Man. Oh, this is a banger. God almighty, dude. You know how many prom stingers have happened to this? You know how many prom stingers have happened to this song? Tons of them.
So, shows on TV. I don't remember where you were on this. Did you watch The White Lotus?
Oh, the entire thing. I turned you guys onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I think I did.
I don't know. But,
I
yeah,
felt like I did.
it definitely did well in the end.
Oh, it killed. I mean, it's an incredible. I mean, I think it was the best.
It's getting new life because of that.
That and the Squid Game, I think, were the best shows of last year for me. I mean, was it that last year? Yeah, it would have been last year. White Lotus this year?
No, last year.
Last year, yeah.
They're working on season 2.
Yeah.
This year's gone by very fast.
Yep.
So fast.
It has. Yellow Jackets was great. Squid Game was great. I didn't see. I started Severance. I have to go back and finish Severance.
Oh, that was that was one of my favorites.
There's too many mysteries, and I was too interested in it. What was the other mystery show where the guy that I turned you guys onto and everybody liked it? The one where the guy had to decipher the videotapes.
Oh yeah, I finished that.
That was a good one, right?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. God, what was it? Oh, the other one. Oh man, Queen's Gambit.
Yeah,
and there's gonna be a season 2 of that, right? You didn't finish that?
No.
Wow, you gotta go back and finish it. That's such a good show.
Yeah.
There's so many shows I've lost interest in, though. I got Mrs. Maisel. Kind of lost interest in Mrs. Maisel. It was good for like 2 seasons, and then, just kind of lost me.
That's when I fell off.
Yeah, it just kind of lost me. I watched Westworld the first 2 seasons, and then didn't have any interest in that. I never got into the Game of Thrones thing.
I fought my way through season 3 of Westworld. It was okay. But I hear season 4 picks up. I heard that from Ross.
But isn't there a...
That first season of Westworld is so good.
It is really good. It's weird. You have to get past the first or 2 episodes or something, then it really kind of kicks in, and then it's like creepy. Then it's odd. It really makes you feel weird.
Yeah,
definitely. But it was those first 2 episodes before you kind of understood what was happening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the movie Ex Machina?
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Kind of reminded me of that, and that movie was really bizarre to me, but really good.
I liked it.
But it was odd, because there are inanimate objects that look like objects that you would usually have feelings and emotion over, but you can't allow yourself to do it because you know it's not real. It really creates a bizarre instance as a viewer. Good show, though.
Yeah, I think Ex Machina is a great example of just fire directing.
Yeah. Plus, he's a good actor. He's a great actor.
The actors, everything worked for that, and it wasn't that expensive to make.
You're right. There was another movie announcement today. A big, God, I don't know if it's Marvel, DC. I don't really know, but there was a big movie announcement today in that world. Did you guys hear it? They announced.
Oh yeah.
They announced Deadpool 3 today.
Deadpool 3.
Deadpool 3. Guess who's going to be in it with him? Jack, did you hear that?
I did not. Bruce Springsteen.
No, that's funny though.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Wolverine's going to appear. As a matter of fact, he's in the trailer, right? Like it's in the trailer.
A little bit.
So it's going to be Wolverine and Deadpool in Deadpool 3 in 2024 is when that's coming out.
Nice. Your favorite superhero.
He's my favorite.
Not the Flash.
Him and Iron Man, my favorites. Because they were the best movies.
Yeah.
What do you think is the best Marvel movie?
Probably that second Endgame or first Endgame.
Oh, yeah. You like those ones.
I just think that's so epic that you spent over a decade of making movies, and here it is, the ending.
Yeah.
It was an epic feeling that not many movies have.
The Avenger was, right?
Yeah.
But don't you need all those preceding movies to appreciate that?
Yes, absolutely.
See, that's why, like, the first...
Transformers?
No. Galaxy...
Guardians of the Galaxy?
The first one, that kind of hit, because that was kind of out of the
blue, right? Talking Raccoon.
All of it.
Bradley Cooper was a giant. I mean, it still is. But
and Deadpool.
Yeah.
Another one that was just not part of the normal.
Bradley Cooper was the raccoon.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But he was a gigantic actor. I mean, at that time, he was. I mean, there was no bigger actor. I mean, still a big player, but have him doing a cartoon raccoon gave it. Like I paid attention to it because of that. I'd never even heard of those characters.
Vin Diesel's best performance in the movie.
What was he?
Groot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
That cute voice.
Great range.
Oh, never mind.
I'm Groot.
Yeah, man. And then I think they're announced Avatar 2. Oh, by the way, did you hear the Marin interview with Sigourney Weaver yet?
No, I hit play and then I'm like, wait a second. Let me listen to the monsters on my last bike ride. So it's in my queue.
Two of my favorite actors back to back on Mark Maron, WTF. Sam Rockwell.
Yeah.
One of the most
good.
underrated actors in Hollywood. That guy is electric. And Sigourney Weaver, the reason I love her, when you talk about great actresses, right? And you're like, okay, well, they've all had her portfolio.
Iconic.
Her portfolio, she's, Mark started kind of casually mentioning movies. And of course, and every time Working Girl, Alien, and it just kept going, Gorillas in the Mist. And every time she would say a movie, like, it was like getting hit in the face with cold water, like banger, banger, banger. Every movie was great. She is a monster. She did a movie with Gene Hackman and Jennifer Love Hewitt, I think. It was about they were like con artists. Mm-hmm. It was like and she was like that was the first time she did like a sexy role outside of when she turned into the ghost in Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
She was kind of sexy.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
Another one.
And then Ghostbusters, right?
Galaxy Quest.
And that's what Sam Rockwell as well in Galaxy Quest. He was great in that.
Incredible movie.
The movie that should not be as good as it is.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And when you talk about a cast, Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, Sam Rockwell, Tony Shalhoub.
Yeah. Rainn Wilson.
No, and the big one.
The big one?
The guy who passed. Now I'm blanking on his name. He was in Die Hard.
What?
Oh,
no. The German dude, Hans?
Yes. Hans Gruber.
Hans Gruber was in that movie?
Isn't that him?
Oh, Alan Rickman.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. Alan Rickman. And he said he hated.
The show must go on.
Yeah, he was a Shakespeare guy. And he hated it. And hearing him interviewed about that movie, it's funny too, man. Look, I love these interviews because the perception of people that you've been watching for entertainment for so many years is so different than their perception of that movie. It's like us. We do a show, we leave the show, we don't think about it anymore.
Oh, it's Professor Snape.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in that. I mean, have you seen Galaxy Quest?
No.
Deborah,
Deb, it's so good.
I got to tell you, I think you
It's
would.
so good.
I think you would love it. It is so
It's a spoof on Star Trek, but it's so much more.
Here's the premise. Ready? An alien civilization has intercepted this TV show that's a Star Trek-y kind of TV show. And they actually believe that show is real and that they can save this alien's planet's future. So that's exactly what happens. They wind up as actors in another, planet.
They kidnap the actors to go like, "Hey, save our species!"
Right,
and that's Tim Allen.
And it is so good. God, I forget how good that is.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. It should not be good.
But a lot of people consider it a perfect movie for what it is and what it was trying to achieve. I mean, it's kind of the first movie that shows affection towards fandom, which is years before its time. This is like before cons, essentially. Before nerd went mainstream.
Right.
Here's a movie that's celebrating nerd for kind of like the first time.
At the highest level.
Yeah.
And they even actually go into that because they do the Comic-Con thing, right? They have those.
Yeah. They have the super nerdy Comic-Con thing, and then it celebrates what happens 10 years, 15 years down the road where nerds. Now we just talked about
Rule the
Marvel.
world.
Yeah, we just talked about Marvel movies.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen without nerds being absolutely, celebrated.
Did that was well, I don't know. Was Napoleon Dynamite kind of like that? Like it were celebrating kind of the freaking geek kind of section of class or whatever?
I got a soft spot in my heart for all movies that do way better than they should have.
Napoleon's there.
And Napoleon is probably the shining example of, here's a movie, I think it was like $200,000 budget or something.
Right.
They used Final Cut, camera equipment. It's just great writing, great acting.
It's hard selling. That premise is so hard to do, but it is so naturally good.
I'll never forget when somebody first watched that movie and they told me, I was like, you have to see this movie.
Yeah.
I asked him why, and he said, they say like 500 words in it.
Yeah, the entire thing.
The entire movie.
Yeah. And John Heder, it's weird. He got typecast a little bit, and then he broke out and had some other roles, like he did some other stuff, and then just, ghost. Like he did Blades of Glory. I thought he did a great job in that movie, and I think he was in a couple others, and then just nothing, Because once you do a movie like that, that kind of hits you. Your voice will always be Napoleon Dynamite.
Hey, Deb, you just brought up the spooky movie, like the ghost, the thriller, the one horror film that you like. God. It's super low budget. They filmed it with cameras inside.
Paranormal?
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
That's another shining example of just like, all right, we're on a low budget. How do we make a successful movie? And then they hit a grand slam.
Well, what about the one from UCF?
Yeah, Blair Witch.
Blair Witch.
Yeah.
Another great example.
I think that's the biggest difference in the history of filmmaking for the money it cost and the money it made, because it made like $250 million, and it cost like what, about $50,000 or something to make. They shot it with camcorders. They literally shot it with camcorders.
Yeah, I just think I will always have affection towards those movies that just lift way more than they should.
Every one of those movies, by the way, was on a list I just saw the other day for this very thing. The biggest surprises, with the lowest budgets and the most box office. And there were some in there that were big surprises. Texas Chainsaw is one of those. The OG Texas Chainsaw from the 70s, early 70s.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of those movies. It didn't cost a lot of money to make, but it did quite well. Halloween, horror movies can do that. Halloween was another one. I think John Carpenter who made the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Made it for like $100,000, $150,000, maybe even less than that. And half the scenes when you read the behind the scenes of that movie and when they made it, when that car, half the scenes where they're driving that car's being pushed because it was the director's car and it broke down. And they needed the scene and they couldn't get it running. They couldn't afford to have the car fixed, so they just had some stagehands push it while they did the dialogue.
Who doesn't love the story of a director going, I cashed in my entire life savings. I robbed a bank. I'm currently on the run to make this movie happen.
I think all of that stuff, when you actors or actresses or musicians that, are on their last hope, their last shot, and they make it. Matter of fact, I got to talk to Kat Ridgway. She texted me the other day, and I can't say what's going on because I don't want to do it, but something big happened for her, and she may come in on Friday and hang out with us. Is that tomorrow? Yeah, today's Thursday, right?
Technically, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so she may come in and play some songs for us or whatever, but she had some news she shared with me 2 days ago that was pretty good for her. Kat is a local artist, so we have been trying to help a little bit. I've known her father for many, many years, and we've kind of pushed her on as much as we can.
Now it's time to scratch that back.
And that metal band from Palatka is doing well again. That Nothing Known band. I mean, they're getting ads all over too. They're doing great. They sound great, man. They sound so good. And I don't even know anything about rock music anymore. I don't know about you guys.
I don't know what happened to the genre.
Yeah,
I know it's still out there.
I don't. If you ask me to name a relevant new rock and roll band right now, I could not do it.
Foo Fighters.
They're not new.
Oh, come on.
I'm talking about new, like a new band with a new song out. Like I could not name one. Like I haven't listened to hard rock or like metal, and God, I can't even remember.
What about that band that sounds Zeppelin-esque?
Yeah, again, they're 8 years old, 5 years old, 7 years old. Oh yeah.
The newest band that I know that I like they're called Black Midi.
Black Midi?
Black Midi.
MIDI?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never heard of them. Is it cool?
It's like really, it's Primus-esque.
Really?
Yeah. It's just acid trip rock.
I hear stuff and I'm like, that's a cool tune, and then I just forget who it is. I don't, because I listen to podcasts a lot now.
Happens.
Yeah, I just listen to like Mark Maron and that Spade thing with Dana Carvey. I've listened to every one of those. They haven't put out anything new yet, but they've talked to a lot of the old SNL members, and I love hearing stories about behind the scenes at SNL.
They're gonna run out of those people.
They're gonna run out of them eventually, yeah. And then Dana and Spade are gonna sit there and stare at each other when they're not interrupting each other.
Let's call Maxwell.
Is he up?
I don't know.
I don't have his, well.
Problem is, I just brought up his contact. I have 4 phone numbers for him. I'm not sure which one to call.
I think I got him here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because this would be the best bit on tonight's show. You dial in that phone.
Oh, God.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed. It's dialed.
I got to find his number here. What do I have him under?
Sweet Heat.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Oh, yeah, I got him.
You named your dog Damascus? It's so funny to me.
Come on, let's get the Truth Dragon on the air.
You turned it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So people can't.
Right. There's no way he's going to answer.
Did you select a line, Jimmy?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like.
Okay, hold on.
There we go.
He's probably up.
Hi, this is Scott. I can't get to the phone right now, but if you'll leave a message, I'll look forward to hearing it as soon as I get a chance. Thanks.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording,
You recorded
you may
that in a
hang up
wind tunnel?
or press 1 for more
Yeah,
options.
you better call him Sweet Heat.
Man, how nice is that recording that you made? My God, man. Were you hanging your head out of an airplane window? Good job. And you know what? We told you we were going to call you tonight.
Yeah.
Shame
Hey,
on you.
Scott.
And shame on you for not being up.
We missed you.
We are
2:55 a.m. Where were you?
We gave you an extra half an hour to sleep.
He's
Unbelievable.
He overdosed on Funyuns.
God,
And bourbon.
Even the recording is all blurry and nasty.
I'm not.
Truth Dragon, we still love you.
Yeah, I'm so upset, though.
Ross told us to call.
No, I didn't.
All right, we'll see you later.
I thought he would be asleep.
Oh, he's asleep.
No doubt about it.
All right. 407. What are you going to do? What are we doing? Are you doing the show, Ross? Is it the Ross Pageant
it's
show?
Ross Pageant,
No.
and the 3 of us are going to bed.
Yeah, right.
Together.
All right. 407 916 1041.
Yahoo!
After this commercial break, we are going to join our partner, Fox 35 TV. We're going to simulcast their Hurricane Ian coverage. We're going to have that commercial free for the next 2 hours. And then the Monsters in the Morning will come on an hour early at 5 a.m.
There you go.
And we want to thank the few hundred people who have watched us on YouTube the whole night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate that very much. All right, we're going to get out of here. We'll be back with you at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like Jack said, we'll turn it over to Fox.
In 12 hours.
Yeah, in 12
We'll be
hours.
back.
Oh, wow, literally.
Like Jack said, he's going to turn it over to Fox 35. You'll hear the Monsters at 5. Then, of course, normal programming into Thursday. Be safe out there, and we'll see you at 3.
Bye-bye.
Get the latest on Hurricane Ian, realradio.fm/storm.
This is an FNN News Alert. Hurricane Ian now at a Category 1 storm with winds at 90 miles per hour moving